It's my favourite colour. It's this nice brown. I love it. Love it. Shall we jump into game? Shall we jump into game? Hey? This is why. Maybe this is why it's not working. Maybe. Maybe this is why it's not working. Hey? What if I do this? Nope, still broke. Okay, just broken. It's just broken. Wives. It's broken. Let's jump into the game. Let's jump into the... We shall. Continuing from night 5. From night 5. God. We've almost solved this murder. And I actually think I'm no closer to solving this murder. This might be the most difficult one yet. You open one eye. You stretch slowly. It's already night time out. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 5. Night go. I'm Night Cap. We've still got a bunch of places to look at, don't we? Oh my god, we do. We've got 2 places to look at. 3? Oh my god. 3? There's 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow night, 1 the night after. We'll start with this one up here, shall we? Shall we? Shall we then, eh? Oh my god. A familiar smell tickles your nose. It's Ludwig! He's here already! Oh my god! You turn around just in time to see a little ghost appear on the back of your taxi. He remains still as he watches you.
My friend, hurry up! We've a lot to see this evening.
The ghost throws a quizzical look at you. You feel your hair stand on end. You start driving.
The Oranges to Paris, please.
You jump. You see the spectre behind you settled into his usual spot. His silhouette seems warm and kind.
49 Rue Monge, I think. Come on, get going. I don't want to miss the beginning of the show.
The show?
Well, yes. The amphitheatre show.
You don't answer. And are evidently surprised. Ludwig, how you doing, bud? You alright?
Hello! There's a Roman amphitheatre in Paris. Were you not aware of this?
Roman amphitheatre?
The amphitheatre is right in the middle of the Latin Quarter. Hidden, mysterious, and very discreet. Yet one night I heard music and followed the scent. Music. The scent of garum filled the streets that evening. As cooks busily worked around a fire.
Say nothing.
I entered the gate and saw all of Paris before me. For 2,000 years the spirits of the city have gathered there to reenact the festivities of days gone by. An old poet with gapped teeth recites a few words, always the same passage. We bring fighters to the middle of the ring to reenact Roman battles.
He smiles slightly.
My mother would always scold me for saying this, but the bear always triumphs over the Christian. Kill the Christian!
You're struck by a strange smell. Garum, maybe? Sour, thick, vinegary, repulsive and compelling. Your small passenger silhouette begins to fade.
You, the living, you only see things on the surface, their edges, their crests. The amphitheatre is tied down to the earth like it has roots. It's not going anywhere. Ever. Its roots spun beneath the city. They touch speed limit markers, houses, cobblestones, Roman baths.
He stops, breathes. The salty taste in your mouth is making you thirsty. fucking resub? Hell yes! For 4 months. What colour's your bandana? Is it the red bandana?
All the way to Rome. I would have liked to go to Rome.
He lifts his hand to the point where to point to something in the distance.
I'll get off there.
Before you can make the slightest move, the little ghost disappears in a split second. Gone. You stop the cab and take a minute to collect yourself. Damn, Ludwig, you scary. I'm glad Ludwig doesn't take much time off us. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm still going back up here, Ludwig. You took me exactly the opposite way from where I need to go. Think I get a new bandana colour next month? Hell yes! Well, you're currently on blue, right? What's that? Is that 6 months or 9? Are you on 6 or 9? Oh. Whoa! Where are you? You pull up in front of the cemetery where you picked up Alexander Alec. He'd been speaking to a man at the time, the caretaker. Maybe he will be able to help you. I don't know what I am. Oh, you're on blue. You're on blue. So wait, you're on 4 months. So what, blue's 3 months? Oh, so did it go... Right, so wait. Is it... Oh, shit. So I think it goes... 1 month is just a skeleton. I'm on 5 months. Okay, so I think you're going to go... I'm not going to ruin it. Wait, you can see it. I think you're going to go to green. So 1 month is just the skull, just the Jolly Roger. And then we get Jolly Roger. After 1 month, so at 2 months you get a red bandana. Then at 3 you get a blue. And then it starts doubling. So at 6 you get green. Then at 9 months, I think you get silver. And then at a year you get gold. Fucking hell. People are coming up to years. I believe so, yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe he'll be able to help you. One of the windows in the small house next to the cemetery is lit up. I made all them bandanas as well. I did that. I drew that on MS Paint. Just drew it on. I'm a sick guy. 2 years is rainbow. I can make a rainbow one. We can do it. We could do a rainbow one. We could go to like Galaxy. Then like pizza bandana. I don't know, just different patterns. I could do a paisley spiral one. There's no black one, but I guess that doesn't work. One of the windows in the house, in the small house next to the cemetery, is lit up. Knock on the door. Fucking love paint. Hell yeah. I saw some YouTubers that I watch, Hat Films. They were doing Bob Ross, but they were following along on MS Paint. It was really fun. I was thinking maybe we should do that sometime. Not an original idea at all. Not my idea. But they did it and it was super fun, so I think I might do that. You exit the cab and cross the street. There's the house mere yards from the cemetery entrance. A massive iron gate probably stops the corpses from clearing the hell out of there. You walk up to the door and knock. A few seconds later, the cemetery caretaker appears. You barely saw him in the night you picked up your customer. A guy is well over 6 feet tall and must weigh over 200 pounds. Easy. 200 pounds of muscle. And the rest, a thick, bushy moustache. Next to him, you're the real leatherweight. You're the featherweight. Well, sorry to bother you. There's something I'd like to ask you about. What about? Alexander Elric. You decide to play it straight. Alexander. He steps aside as you catch sight of a pair of slippers with dog heads. Big sad eyes, fuzzy muzzles, ears dragging over dirty floor tiles. Come inside, we'll be more comfortable. Go in? Hell yeah. You Follow your host into the house. The place, with its furnishings and decorations from a bygone era, seems to be stuck in a time warp. Until you catch sight of a collection of state-of-the-art knives on the wall opposite the door, that is. The caretaker motions for you to follow him into the kitchen, where you're greeted by a bowl of chicory coffee and something. Formica. Like fornication, but different. Would you like something to drink? Coffee's all I've got. You never really know what chicory coffee is. You politely decline. I'm fine, thanks. He sits down with a shrug, cuts a large slice of runny cheese and deposits it on a slice of bread. Hell yes. This man's a genius. You watch him dip the bread and the cheese into the chicory. Your appetite has gone for good. Oh my god, he's dipping his cheesy bread in his coffee. Man's a madman. Okay, pal. What's up with Alexandra? Just want to ask a few questions. Questions? What you mean, questions? It's personal. Caretaker stands up all at once, the bowl and Tupperware container in his hands. He places them on the countertop near the sink and rifles through a pile of drying dishes. You know what? I don't think I'll be able to answer your questions. I don't do questions. For starters, I don't even like the word. He grabs hold of something, but with his bulk you can't see what it is. Xandra told me they'd be coming round asking questions. He said it was up to me to decide what to do. A change has come over his voice. It's softer, almost a whisper. Don't move. He's an old man. The two of us, we speak the same language. We both grew up in the country. We moved to the city thinking we'd get rich. And we ended up surrounded by a bunch of old geezers, dead or alive. The two of us, it's death do us part. Don't move. No one messes with me. No one gives a damn about the cemetery caretaker. He turns around, knife in his hand. You stand up, almost without realising. Shut the door carefully when you leave. We don't want to let the dog out. Your heart is racing. The dog? You don't notice any dogs. You hate dogs. Whoa! Wrong. A few steps more, and almost as many breaths, and you're out of the door, back to your cab. Shit, shit, shit! You turn the key in the ignition, and the gas hits the pedal. You start the cab and pull out, leaving the cemetery behind. The entrance gates appear from the rear view mirror, and your shaking stops. That seemed sketchy as fuck, didn't it? That seemed pretty sketch. Alright then. We get to continue the Xavier storyline. Hell yes. Oh, good shit. Good shit. I need a driver now. You park in front of a large glass metal building. It's huge. It's as huge as it is generic. From your taxi, you can see the entrance, a large glass door, a very long reception desk, and a sleeping security guard. You look at the time, glance at your gas and oil levels. Your finger lingers in front of the radio. Turn on the radio. You like what's playing on the first station that comes in. A thin voice is telling a nice story. Her rhymes are catastrophic. You're not a poet, but you guess each word before it comes. Who makes muse rhyme with a muse? Only then you realise you're tapping your foot to the beat of the song. You shake your head. Still no passenger in sight. You glance at the entrance. The guard is still there, fast asleep. He's so far gone, he's slowly slipping off his chair. Ever so slowly. Before he slips onto the floor. And still doesn't move. He He's dead. A gunshot in the distance. Another. Then the crackle of a series of small explosions. Windows shatter. Your passenger finally appears. Comes out of the glass door with a second thought and jumps into your cab. Drive now. Your adrenaline steps on the accelerator. Go fast. I'm doing what I can. Faster, as fast as possible. He lifts up his t-shirt to expose a shoulder bag he's wearing underneath. It's a bomb. He lowers his shirt. Let him keep talking. Tonight you and I are going to save lives. He's eerily calm. Would you mind just... Points his finger at the shaking radio. You turn it off immediately. Thank you. I need a moment to think. Fucking hell. He's brought a bomb into my cab. He lays his eyes on you, pauses, and like an orphan who wants second, dares ask. You happen to know where I can get rid of this thing?
Okay, but why though?
Panic. Don't panic. Ah! Squiddy! You're right, man. Oh. So the guy in my cab. If you want any context, Squiddy, I don't know if you've watched me play this before. But essentially, I'm a cab driver in Paris, and I was shot. And now I've recovered. I'm trying to find out who shot me, because they're like a mass murderer, so the police are asking for my help as well. I'm like the only survivor of this murderer, and I'm gonna go around getting clues from passengers and people I pick up, and I can like pick up suspects and try and figure out who the murderer is. But this guy I picked up would have raided, but you weren't quite ready yet. No, that's no problem. No problem. You've seen some context. Okay. This guy, Xavier, he's kind of like Daredevil. Well, he thinks he is. He's just going around beating people up, and now he's brought a fucking bomb into my taxi. We've picked him up twice before. You don't have a plan? No? Well, yeah. I had a plan. I asked you to pick me up and ask you if you knew where I could get rid of this thing. Especially since it's going to explode, you know, in just a few minutes. How many? I'd rather not say. Tell me now. In 5 minutes. You're quite certain your heart is currently beating the same speed as a hummingbird's wings. Or rather, in 5 minutes 1 minute ago. Or maybe it stopped beating. But the good news is that I just had an idea. The scene. The scene? If I throw the bomb off in the scene, it won't hurt anyone. You don't think twice and turn sharply towards the river. How long have we got? It's going to be tight. Okay, I knew you're the right man for the job. I'm literally the only man. What do you mean? He tries to smile. Your reaction lets us know he best be quiet. At the end, the light at the end of the street turns yellow. Ah! You keep driving right through the red light. Oh my god. No other cars in sight. Just you. The guy in the back with a bomb. That was daring. Are you fucking kidding me? This man's got more balls than Superman, I'll tell you that. The street you are on runs into an avenue. No light, no right of way. All good. But at the end, there's a light. It's green for now. Put the pedal to the metal. What is it? Thank you. 50 metres ago, still green. You've been an incredible partner to have. 25, still green. Drive full speed ahead onto the next street. In the back seat, you can hear your passenger's tiny voice. You know where you're going? We'll reach the riverbank in 20 seconds at most. You pass a bus in the night. Whatever happens, a bunch of drunk guys cross the street. And what to say? You swerve around them. Think that after tonight. Oh, the force backwards. I'm done with all this. You didn't hit him. You just had too much to drink. I'm going to stop now. One last turn of the wheel and you're on the quay. Brake pedal, handbrake, the back door opens and your passenger simultaneously takes an acrobatic leap out. He commando rolls and stands up in a strange stance, like a baseball pitcher. He throws the bomb into the stream. You watch him climb back up. You hold your breath. The bomb touches the water half a second later and explodes. A wave of muddy water pours onto the quay. Your car is now covered in brown splotches. We had 1 second to go. I would have died if I didn't run that red light. He offers his left hand. He saved our lives. I'm not that sure that's true. Oh yes it is, listen. I've got to run. It's a bit complicated to explain why, but let's just say this might seem weird, but the police are corrupt to the core. You try not to burst out laughing. I know. He smirks. It's hard to tell with you. I never know whether you be sarcastic or not. Here. Another handshake this time. He slips you cash. Good luck. He starts running with in 3 strides. He crosses the deserted street. Fucking 3 strides? He crosses a street? Man's Bigfoot. Disappears down an alley. You grin. The siren in the distance makes you raise your head. Bear with me. Internet is fighting me. Gotta swap to the app. Oh! Squiddy's internet doesn't let him watch my stream. Just doesn't let it happen. He's had to clear out before the police start sticking their noses in your night. How much is my life worth? Apparently a tip of $7.54. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sup, sexies? Sen! No way did you just miss that! No! Have you only just come in? Oh no, Sen! I'm so sorry. Oh, Sen. You might have to watch that back, bud. You might have to watch that back. How you doing, though? There we go. He's back. Squiddy's here. Squiddy and Sen. God, what a sexy couple. A sexy night.
Sen's here! Yay, Sen!
Boys. Where are we going? I mean, she's closest, right? Sure. Sure, she's closest. Now we could drive at a normal speed again. Fucking hell. You let out a yawn and shake your head. Something. I have to get back to the 16th? Okay. We're gonna braid our hair into each other's. So we're one entity full of hair. Oh, that seems sexy as fuck. Seems sexy as fuck. I'm going to make you both run the opposite way. The next passenger getting into your cab enters a cloud of extremely heavy perfume. It's a well-known scent, one you've seen advertised. No. You know what? We've just got rid of the bomb from the city, but now I'm going to say this is unrealistic. Nobody knows what scents smell like when they see them advertised. The woman must be in her 50s. She has impeccable posture. She's got... Oh, it's a dead fox. She's wearing a fox around her. Missed everything you said. Twitch is being a bitch. Oh, no. I said, hey, and I can't believe you missed what just happened. Is that a dead dog? I think it's a fox. I think it's a fox. You just missed the end of Xavier's story. I think it's the end of his story anyway, unless we see him again. You missed the next interval of Xavier. I know you're invested in his story. Fuck. Fuck! You can watch it back, or I can tell you what happened. It's up to you. It's up to you. It was pretty intense. It was pretty good stuff, honestly. Could have legit died. The fur she wears around her neck must be worth several days' pay. She opens her mouth. Good evening. Before you start driving, I just need to tell you something very She purses her lips, attempting to stifle the word that's about to come out, then raises a finger. Shit! It's not Harper, is it? Is this why we have Barnable? No! This old French woman took Harper from me. Did it involve a bomb? I heard bomb. It did involve a bomb. There was a bomb. Too real. No! Whore! She continues to look at you. The same smile frozen on her face. She just shouted gibberish at you, but her face hasn't budged. It's like she isn't even aware of what she said. She purses her lips even harder. Doggy foreskin! She got Tourette's. She shakes her head. I am truly sorry. Please hear me out. So taken aback that you find nothing to say. God, I'm glad to be home. Last night was a shit show. Oh no, what happened? I also doggy foreskin. She just sounded weird. Tad weird, didn't she? Tad weird. Maybe it is Tourette's. I'm suffering from major emotional trauma. It seems I have triggered very strong verbal episodes. They're exhausting, to be honest. I hope you can understand. I can shit, yes. Please know that I don't believe a single word that I'm saying. She smiles. It sounded that bad? Oh man, I hope you're alright, son. That got me. I was drinking. Tiny dick! It's my husband. He's got a tiny penis. Married for 25 years. 2 kids. A house on the coast. Plus, all sorts of fun plans for the future. Then, a sad smile flashes across her face. Eat shit! My poster says that. Eat shit! Hey, how you doing, Shane? Oh. She looks at you. I'm used to it. Thank you for understanding. She grins at you for a second. Here I am discovering how to live alone for the first time at 50. It's crazy, isn't it? It's fucking hell. One of the admin girls showed me the footage before I left, and holy shit. Don't know who that man was still walking around. He's almost beaten to a pulp. Fuck me. Well, that seems like something. It's gonna work while playing Hearthstone. Pretty chill evening for you then, mate. Thanks for lurking, though. Toilet brush up your ass! It's really not easy.
Is comparison to a bad time as a good time is comparison to an elephant.
Yeah, I still can't believe I said that. The fuck, Sen? Sen's had a fucking mental night. Xavier's story's got nothing on what Sen had. I don't even know. How you doing, Nudge? Good morning. You bite your cheek to avoid laughing and start driving. With a bit of luck, your passenger won't say anything for the remainder of the ride. Your passenger heaves a sigh. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. For a second, you don't know what she's talking about, but then... Wench! Need to chat, Sen. He's always around. He's actually got a degree. What's up, got my tat? Hell yeah! How are you doing with it, man? Same. Morning, lad. Morning. Some days are harder than others. It must surprise people. Oh, it fucking does. It's more the teasing. You see? Cauliflower shaped anus. Classic. Good. Excellent. Did you cry? Did you cry like a big baby? Did you cry like Superman getting his nuts slapped? She looks away for a second, disgusted by her own coarseness. Our neighbour's son. Oh, you fucking your neighbour's son. Pretty much 2 different gangs were at my gas station. Bunch of kids were there doing their initiation. They had to steal a patch from the opposing gang. They almost killed the man. Lots of blood. Discovered I don't do well with human blood IRL. Threw up a few times. Spent an hour talking with the cops. Fucking hell. New Zealand has gangs. You have gangs? I hope you're doing alright, man. I hope you don't get like post-traumatic stress or like anything that this woman's got. Just shit back. Cauliflower anus. It's a long story. They're expats, Chinese. She works for Chanel, I think. And they had a big import-export company. Fortunately, we have gangs. Goddamn. Why you don't play tag rugby in New Zealand? Oh, fucking tag rugby! Oh my god. That what a well, this music's new. That's sick. I miss tag rugby. Just playing takedown. Just throw your friends to the ground, man. I can't remember its name. Transatlantic sodomite. Something like that, anyway. Tag rugby. Their only son used to come and get help with his French for my husband and me. Now that we're separated, Rugrat! He still comes around. Hey, but he films me. Oh, he's discreet about it, of course. He slips his phone right into the front pocket of his blazer and films me. He must think it's funny. An old lady who swears and calls everyone... She stops and purses her lips. When she opens her mouth again, she's glassy-eyed. Maybe he even shares them with all of China. Shitty-ass Rugrat! Gives Matt Dr. Pepper. We don't really have any idea what goes on over there. And my daughter said I might have to become a dick internet star there. More for his collection. He just puts it in the pile. The tower. Matt, have you ever thought about making like a pyramid with them? You raise your eyes to look at your passenger. The last syllable hangs in the air. Oddly accentuated. I doubt they broadcast that. The voice becomes screechy. You think? I don't know anything about any of that. It's beyond me. Can do. Hell yeah. Make a tower. Make a tower. Like in Phasma. It's going to be the prime art of the house. She raises her eyes abruptly to look at you. And plus, death be! And plus, I'm not a good influence on this boy. He's learning swear words. That's no way to learn a language, especially not French. Hey man, so the language of blood, the language of poetry, of ballads, blahs. Dick cheese, yes. Dick cheese for the win. Hell yeah! What a hero. Smile vanishes. That's why I no longer see my grandchildren. Smegma nuts. Fucking smegging Superman's nuts. Dead. Dead, mate. My son thinks it's better we wait until it passes. I think he's right. She stares right into your eyes. You could tell she doesn't believe what she just said. They'll support you. It's not because of the divorce. The separation, you mean? She seems caught off guard. No! No, of course not. What a ridiculous idea. Bastard! She lets out a little laugh, clearly designed to end the discussion. You're not far from your destination. At the back, your passenger is dousing herself with perfume. The smell is dizzying, overpowering, oppressive. Does this bother you? It's quite strong. My apologies. She blushes briefly. I've been wearing this hairy-ass perfume for 25 years. Such a part of me, I don't even notice it anymore. It was the first present my husband ever gave me. It suits you. You can see the surprise in her eyes. She averts her gaze, like she's trying to hide her feelings. Thank you. Russian whore! You pull up in front of her building, and she hands you the fare, but doesn't move. Everything okay? Yes, it's just... I'm always anxious about getting home so late. No one is there. Cut! Yes! No lights on. Every noise seems suspicious. Cold nuts. Martha was not a proud foster mum. Nah. Warms up a bag of nuts. Happy vaginal queef. Screenshotted. What a hero. Could you wait until I'm home before you leave? Her voice suddenly very deep. A tone that makes your hair stand on end. Sure. Thank you. Your passenger leaves the taxi and walks towards the lobby of the building. You drive off. You watch her every move as she walks the dark meters between your taxi and the door. You choose not to mention that you do this for all your clients. Since the attack. Since you got hurt. Since you can't sleep like you used to anymore. She waves at you as the door closes. You have just enough time to get a glance of the white marble and shiny copper stairwell. The door slams. Fucking hell yeah! Rich old biddies! Hell yeah! Has to have heard all this for it to be a tick. Clearly had led an interesting life. Yes, very much. Is that title a reference to a certain something someone? He didn't kill himself. Big old tick old biddies. Hell yeah. Didn't kill himself. I should give a ride to her. She gives me more information. But I'm going to give it like a full story thing later. Scotty, man. How did Ark go? Scotty died like 1 billion times. Like 1 billion. I'm not even joking. Your next passenger has that overtired look worn by many young Parisians. Good. She collapses into the back seat and mumbles an address on the other side of the city. You start driving. You discreetly watch her in the rearview mirror. Her face looks familiar. Maybe she's famous. Maybe you've driven her before. After a few minutes, you decide she must be a babysitter. Young, not necessarily wealthy. Oh, it's her! Oh, I thought I recognised her. It's her. It's the babysitter. The first time we drove her, she was in love with whoever she was babysitting's dad. The second time we drove her, we took her to the police station to report that the kid that she was babysitting was being beaten. Superman got a good nut slap in though. Oh my god. Whoever that was in your chat, I mean, he was getting so triggered by me saying that Superman's a pussy. I was like, Superman's puss. Superman, I'll kill him, mate. Slap his nuts off. Dead.
It was like, your arm would literally shatter.
I missed the abuse, yeah. I don't know, I was triggering a guy because he really liked Superman. I pissed off a comic book nerd. I think I said yesterday not to piss off comic book nerds. I pissed off a comic book nerd. He was getting triggered at Superman being a bitch. I don't know what his name was. Me and October pissed him off. Yeah. Okay, bar. See, I don't even know him. But he was like,
your hand would shatter if you slapped Superman's nuts.
I was like, Superman's so scared of getting his nuts slapped, he's got to wear his undies on the outside. What a cold nut bitch. Of course it was gay.
Meh. You're just trying to wind me up. Meh.
Martha said your nuts smell bad. After a few minutes you decide she must be a babysitter. You often pick up this kind, especially in nice neighbourhoods. He's allergic to his own planet. Dies to pebbles, mate. Dies to pebbles.
Not really, you could throw the pebbles into the sun.
I'll slap his nuts into the sun. Essential passenger wants to talk about the killer. It's simple. Since the first murder, everyone thinks they know something. Everyone thinks they saw something. This passenger is no exception. Having a good evening? She raises her head. Yeah. She falls silent again. Silent lasts a few seconds. Out your window, Paris is beginning to fall asleep. Occasionally you catch her glancing discreetly at you, like she recognises you too. Several minutes go by before she dares break the silence.
May I ask you something?
She leans forward slightly.
You and I have already talked. You may not remember. I was babysitting for an Iranian family and...
She leaves a sentence hanging. Of course. Yeah, completely, I know what you're on about.
In the topic, Superman is a big bitch. He's actually really weak.
Yeah, he's a big bitch all the time. He's always a big bitch.
But I can fly backwards around the planet and then that reverses time.
No. Not without nuts, you can't. Slap. Dead. Dead, mate. Slaps your nuts off. What are you going to do without nuts? Planet's dead and eventually you'll die. Man doesn't even have a planet anymore. She smiles through her eyes. Though her eyes tell you she's entirely not sure you're telling the truth.
It's not all the same situation anyway. These are new clients.
Golden Age comics that kept inventing powers for him. It's brilliant. Still doesn't have the power to save his nuts though, does he?
The sun is totally weird.
The word weird hangs suspended in the air for a few seconds. What do you mean weird?
It makes me really uncomfortable. He's disturbing. It's like I'm babysitting a future serial killer.
You stare at her. Serial killer?
Yes.
She freezes.
Promise not to laugh?
You nod. Don't ever promise not to laugh. Kryptonite chastity belt.
This evening I was watching TV with the volume way down. Suddenly I hear something ring in the kitchen. I get up off the couch and smell this super pungent stink of plastic.
She wrinkles her nose. He's just burning stuff.
I open the door, smoke comes out. It's black, thick.
You're a shit babysitter.
And there in the microwave I find a toy. A cartoon action figure. It was all melted on the plate. But you could still make out his shape and colour.
Who did that? Who did that? Whoa! There's a pink version of Kryptonite that turned him gay. Oh my god. Big nut slapping gay boy. She nods slowly.
Who else? So I go to his bedroom. He's right there, lying still, his eyes closed. He's asleep.
She freezes.
Or at least pretending to be. But it had to be him.
What if it's haunted? Whoa! Did you just... I burnt a lot of shit when I was a kid. Used to wrap up insects in paper that said, fucking hell, Sen. Jesus Christ. I didn't burn insects. I like fire, what can I say? I like fire, I burnt stuff. Murderer. Murderer! I didn't burn insects. I had like... I made like pet flies and stuff. They were pretty sweet. They were pretty sweet. Her expression begins to reflect the fallout of her surprise, her fear. Says nothing. Sakura still kills insects. She still burns them. To this day. It's how serial killers start off.
Shit.
Wasn't the first time.
No, not at all. Sometimes he sets traps just outside the bathroom.
Traps.
She nods. When I come out, there are tracks on the floor. You know, thumbtacks.
Oh yeah. She closes her eyes. The memory of the pain comes back to her. She moans lightly.
Well, once, I didn't know how he did it, but I found a huge hairball in my coffee.
She sinks into the back seat.
And the nasty kind you pull out of shower pipes, you know?
You can easily picture that kind of hairball.
Thought I was gonna throw up.
Just pour the coffee away. Just getting pranked. This woman's gonna grow up and fucking be in a business where someone's gonna change the keys on a keyboard. She's gonna fire him. It's fair. One of my brother's exes used to squeeze the eyes of snails and stuff like a psycho. Fuck me. I used to pretend I was a firebender, put sanitizer on my hands and let it burn. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. I also liked it when when you burn your sock and it goes, that's pretty cool, and it smells bad. Eats rice pudding and sips my milk. Fair. When I say insects, I mean cockroaches. That was it. Waterbending. I used to just lob rocks at people. Be like, earthbending. Brr. Chuck a brick at them. Earthbender. Get rocked. Waterbending in the shower. That's the first step. The first step, you gotta step up your game.
Most of the time it's just his looks or the words he mumbles. I read him a story and every time I turn the page he's like...
She imitates what it appears to be the boy's voice.
Is that bunny gonna die? Is he gonna kill the turtle? What's it feel like when you...
She stops her imitation, shaken with disgust. Crush a turtle with your foot. Crunch. Made a fire cannon in school, almost burnt down. I set a girl on fire in my school. I set her on fire because she tried to turn off my Bunsen burner and I hit her with calcium oxide. Set her on green fire. Nice job. Thanks. Don't turn off my Bunsen burner. I wasn't done playing with it yet. Bitch.
Kids just don't talk like that.
Well, this one does. It's told his parents. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Stop going, pretend I'm not available. Hope the next babysitter gets better treatment.
She lowers her eyes.
I knew the job was just too perfect. The parents were charming. They bought me dinner. When we met the first time,
She stares at you.
they know their son is different.
She shuts her eyes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but
What, different? Oh, no shit. You gotta walk up to her and be like, yo, your son's fucking mad freaky. Are you kidding me? You keep setting fire to shit. My chemistry teacher was proud. Was kind of proud. She pretended to be mad at me when the other teachers came in. Yeah, see? Good teachers that are like, innovation. Buy yourself a Nissan. Innovation that excites. That was the tagline for Nissan. Kind of proud because they were worried about him making bombs. Oh my god, the amount of bomb scares that my school had. The amount of kids that got thrown out of woodwork because they made a knife. Can't do that. So, can't.
but he's not normal. There's something twisted about him. Something wicked.
Wicked, wicked. Juggle is massive.
You know, I've been babysitting since I was 13. It's the first time I've seen anything like this. Kids are all good. Some are difficult, temperamental, violent even.
Howdy. How you doing, Stark? Good morning. I hope you're having a great day.
But they're not different.
Rotten. He's a certified rotter. She turns her head away when you pull up to the place. A minute goes by. You avoid her gaze. She avoids yours. She pays and just before opening the doors says,
You have kids?
"You lie." No. I have kids. I've always said no.
You ever seen that kind of behaviour? That kind of evil?
Tell the truth. Your story reminds me of my big brother. There was something strange about him. Something dark.
Something dark?
You hesitate for a second. Perhaps. I never really knew how to put it into words.
What became of him?
He died. She lowers her eyes.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have.
Don't worry about it, it's in the past. That last little lie lingers on the tip of your tongue. Thank you. I said tell the truth, and he lied? Bullshit. Our rival school apparently had people playing a game where they had to poop in random places in the school. The last to be found won the game. Sick. That's a sick game. I'd do it in the lift. Because of the one-way system in our school, people pretty much never passed the downstairs lift. So if I got on the lift upstairs, clicked to go downstairs, took a shit, when I got out, nobody would be there. Just walk away. See, I've already planned it out in my head. I've already planned it out. I've won this game, Squiddy. I've won it. I'm sick. And then they'll be like, Jack, you're 22. Why are you back in school? Like 6 years ago, I should have taken a shit in this place. Fuck you. I saw Nightcrawler, I had to join. It's worked out. It's worked out. We've already had a bomb scare. Ludwig's been back. We missed Ludwig. He was back again, talking about Romans and bears killing Christians. Now this woman's like, this kid's a psycho. But how's your day gone? Gone? Going? It's alright? You having a good time? You sleep well? Somewhere? Don't know time zones. There. We did that. We made a catapult and shot a little thing. And when it hit the target, a little capsule with sodium and water would break and make an explosion. Oh, that's pretty sick. It's gone? What's gone? Think about everything you said, Jack. I'm not smart. Not smart. Thought you asked something. Oh, I did! Oh, shit. Alright, I'm dumb. It's gone? Did it go good? Did it go bad times? You're sorry to have brought it up. Your throat is tight, your eyes burn. Her smile hangs in the air. 1 minute later, your passenger is in the lobby of a building. You almost forgot about her, as your thoughts were focused on your brother. Something tickles you, a breeze maybe? You start driving so you don't have to think about it. Oh, fucking hell yes. Hell, oh shit, we need fuel. Oh shit. Alright, all my money's gonna go again. Who's around? Spaceman over there. Grab some fuel. Nah, it's just rolling. Alright, sick. You let out a yawn and shake your head. Get me some gas. Pump up the gas. Pump it up a little more. Walk into the mini mart. The guy behind the counter doesn't even look at you. Then he starts talking in a lazy, lifeless tone. Yup. Said a kid tried to kill my science class. Left all the gas on with the burner on. Closed all the windows. But the genius left the door open, so it would have exploded. It would have exploded if the door was closed. All the air would have rushed in and boom. Genius. What a smart guy. That's how you do it. We've gone to the competition to see who could grow the most on a petri dish. On a petri dish. And fuck, I won that. I won that just by crushing up fucking. I can't remember the name of it. Penicillin. I literally just crushed up penicillin and put it all over the place with sugar. And I was like, fuck, bam. I just rubbed that in. Because I had penicillin in my bag for whatever reason. I was on summit. I think because of my infected toe. I actually eat because it turns out I'm hungry, so BRB, no problem. Eating's good. It is good for your health. Drugs. Oh, hell yeah. Won $4. You grin at the store clerk. Monkey. Talk with the clerk. You examine the newspaper and magazine covers. The serial killer is on the front page of all of them. Oh, they know who it is? Penicillin. Never touched the stuff. The school never found the person who tried to do that. Yet they could catch the phantom shitter, a kid who went around shitting on everything in school. So I'm allergic to it. Probably stay away from it then. You know, depending on how you're feeling. I don't know, just stay away from it. Sometimes I eat strawberry just for a bit of excitement. I'm like, oh, will I die? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Spice up my day. I'm gonna take this off now. I'm boiling. Crazy, isn't it? Think that they caught him by now. The clerk smiles. You recognise the twinkle in his eye. This guy has something to tell you. Oh, they've always got something to tell you. Please come back soon. The clerk is in the middle of his sentence when you leave the shop. Wow. Rude. Rude! Get in the taxi, drive away. Down the street. You, lady. No, not the gas station. God damn it. I needed the lady. Trying to go and pick up the lady that's like right here. Is she gone now? Don't be gone. Ah, oh, she's walked all the way over here. Crazy bitch. This is still the case. Yeah, this is still the case. I don't want to pick up this guy. He seems like he's got an interesting story. I want to pick him up some other time. This guy, this one. We'll go back to it. Even though she's a fucking mile away now. He's just sprinted all this way home. The taste in your mouth, iron, blood, 2 fingers on your lips was something. That was something. Except the fare, hell yeah. The woman getting in your taxi does not look like she's the best. No, she looks like she needs a fix. Mouth lolled and open, eyes unfocused, out of breath. She looks like she's just been punched in the gut. Or she saw a ghost. Is that Ludwig? Did you see Ludwig? You see? Tell him I said hi. I like Ludwig. She struggles to take her backpack off and makes several attempts. The straps get caught in the buckle of her overalls. She sighs and gets annoyed. She's had a day. She's had a day and she's fucking sick of it. Oh my god. Ludwig just appears like,
Hello!
hi. Joanne, oh my god, she's 100%, she's so angry she's gonna get like a sleeve caught on a door handle and she's just gonna fucking lose it. She's either gonna melt down or she's gonna punch a hole in a wall. That's the kind of upset shit she's gone through. When something mildly annoying happens and you just have to be like, fucking hell. During this whole process, she doesn't look up at you once. She takes a deep breath. She says whatever that is, Bernice. Her voice is emotionless. More of a trickle than a voice. Coming out of a childish boy. When your headphones got caught on the door handle and violently pull out of your ears. Oh my god. Or they just send my phone flying and you're like, oh my god. That's broken. And you throw your phone onto the bed and it bounces off the bed, hits a wall, hits your cat, kills your neighbour, smashes your window, comes back, you got three missed calls and then the phone battery dies and you're like, oh my god. Fucking dramatic. Was that necessary? Her voice is emotionless, more of a trickle than a voice coming out of a childish body. It sounds like it took every bit of energy she had to get those words out. How am I going to put this into a voice? She takes her phone out of her bag, hesitates, starts swiping left. Starts swiping left to right and right to left. It's on Tinder. It's on Tinder. Sorry, French Tinder. Tintoir. She's completely absorbed. You think you can make out the reflection of a colourful mobile game in her glasses. Silence settles heavily into the cab. It's broken up occasionally by something that sounds like a hiccup or a repressed sob. At a red light, she raises her head and lowers it the second her gaze has come across yours in the rearview mirror. Something about it makes you feel like you've got something caught in your throat. Amadou? 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 Is that Tinder in French? She looks up surprised you broke into her bubble. Her gaze darkens a bit.
Yeah, you might say so.
She's not crying, just shaking. Just the occasional spasm. A few seconds go by. You attempt to focus on the road, but despite both your efforts to pretend nothing is wrong, her emotions invade the cab. She finally takes the plunge. She's jumping off a cliff. Can I talk to you? We're in. We're in. It's French for Tinder. Fuck. I'm a droit. We're in. Okay. We've got to be emotionally supportive for this girl. She's gonna fucking like kill herself or something. Still the same trickle of a voice at great length is taken to control it. I'm sorry. It's stupid. I think I need someone to talk to. I'm listening. She takes a deep breath. I need to say it out loud. You stay silent. You sense she needs you to be silent. It's real. Alright, it's real. Okay. It's super real. The guy touched me in that bar. Her voice is twisted, like a nearly empty tube of toothpaste. Tears collect in her eyes. Turn around. Turn around. We're turning around right now. If we give me the options then. Pick up Xavier. Let's go get Xavier. Let's take this guy. Me and Xavier. Feel really hairy. Remain silent. You know what she means. You know what she means. She starts talking again. Her tone is slightly different. It sounds more confident. Like saying those words out loud made her feel a bit more alive again. Or like she wanted to be stronger. He came up to me. He came up behind me and touched me way too much. Her voice breaks over the last few syllables. The silence in the cab absorbs everything, even most noise of the traffic. You don't even hear the ambulance going by, lights flashing. I want to talk about it, but I also don't really know what to say. Just say whatever comes to mind. It took me way too long to understand what was happening. Way too long. I didn't get it. I was petrified. She looks about 30 years older, maybe. Not far from 30. But you get the impression you're driving a little girl who's just had her innocence stolen. Fuck. 1 minute I was standing there in the crowd. The place is like my second home. I always go there to hang out with my friends because they all live in the neighbourhood. Our places are too small. She takes a death. She takes a breath. You follow suit, unconsciously. Everything was fine. There was a concert. I was happy. I'd had a bit to drink, but not much. If this affects anyone in any way, please talk to Squiddy. He's a professional. It was packed, but the music was sweet. It was a good night. I was having a good night. Another breath. You know what it's like when you're packed into a crowd like sardines? You don't really know who's touching you, but that's just the way the crowds are. She lays the telephone on the seat and leans forward. Elbows on her knees and head in her hands. Her backpack falls on the floor. She doesn't make the slightest move to pick it up. I didn't get it! Fuck! Why did I get it? I didn't even react. She stares at you. Why didn't I react? She don't want to go talk to the police. She don't want to go talk to the police. She doesn't even know who it was, right? Unless she does. I'm not fucking saying that though. Wait, Xavier is alive? Of course Xavier's alive. Say police. Does she want me to answer? Police? Alright. She talks to the police. She leans ever so gently towards you. Sir, you know what? You're right. For the first time ever since you sat down in your cab, you feel a sense of relief. I can drop you off at the station. You stop to think for a second. I can even wait with you if you like. She leans over to you. I'd do the same if I were you. I'm sincerely grateful. But no, not tonight. I just can't bring myself to do it. She grabs her bag and sits up, suddenly more outspoken. You know, you read story after story about women who've been assaulted. You say to yourself, okay, got it. If it happens to me, I'll rip his fucking head off. Scream. Make a scene. Hit him. He won't get away with it. You convince yourself you're stronger than them. That you know how to protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. She pauses. Barely. It's hard to bear. I'm so angry with myself. I didn't do anything. I just stood there, frozen. Like a fucking idiot. Everyone was totally entranced by the concert. They were dancing, drinking and laughing and screaming. I was frozen. It was like a wave of ice had washed over me. Everything just collapsed. It was like I was stuck inside my own body. All I could was feel with I didn't even know how long it lasted. I was disconnected. and let him do it. Her last words hang in the air, and they work their way into your thoughts. You become aware of how sweaty your hands are on the steering wheel. She pauses, talking again. A part of me froze at the spot, another part was screaming inside. At one point the crowd shifted. There were bits of a rush or something. That's when my brain started functioning again, like someone flipped a switch. I wanted to turn around, but his hand disappeared. I couldn't see who it was, and I just stood there like an idiot. All that was left was a normal gathering of normal people. Who does that? I mean, really. Yeah, if you say the first one, I'll kill you. Understand? I ran over to the bar. I didn't even know how I got there. I couldn't feel my legs. My friends were still waiting for their beers. I burst into tears. A brief pause. Just enough to open her eyes wide. I think the worst part is that my friends made fun of me. They saw me walk up in tears. I did my best to explain what happened and they thought it was hilarious. Oh, come on, they said. Calm down. It's no big deal. Only my guy friends were there tonight. They're not bad guys, you know. They are. They're fucking assholes. They were not always so bright. I usually get along better with guys. But I really wish one of the girls had been there. Hearing them laugh was so harsh. When it happened, I didn't really know what to say. You fucking deck them. They are fuckwits. They are fuckwits. Probably was one of them. I mean, maybe they're right. It was no big deal. She pauses and looks away. I should have never gone to that concert. She loses herself before. Don't you fucking blame yourself. Don't you blame yourself. You wonder how you would have reacted if something like that happened to you. Man popped a finger in my bumhole. Don't know. You try to remember how you react. I went outside, walked around a bit. They didn't even text me or anything. That's not normal. No, nothing about tonight is normal. You're gonna pick the culprit up later and get the option to kick him out. If I pick the culprit up later, I'm gonna twat him. No, nothing tonight about normal. Nothing. I just wish I could make it all go away. It scares the shit out of me. How it's so definitive, so permanent, unavoidable. I already know it will hang over me my whole life. I wish I could make it all go away, turn back time, like in a video game. F5, F6, quick save, quick load. Swish, you erase your mistakes. A moment of absence. She's a gamer girl. I'm gonna take him to Xavier, let him beat them all. Xavier would do it no problem. Xavier's gonna remake that bomb and put him in it. Moment of absence. Something horrible that happened, over and done. You know just what she's talking about. You play games all the time. The feeling that suddenly, in 1 second, a split second, your fate has changed forever. There's no going back. Oh yeah, when I was shot. You expect to see Ade's face in the rearview mirror. You haven't done anything like that, sir. Beg your pardon. Have you ever hurt anyone? Any women? Fucking whoa. Xavier owes us a lot, to be fair. I mean, he legitimately does. Legitimately does. After what we just did for him, he does. He does owe us a lot. She asks the question again. She thinks you might have not heard it the first time. It's... What have I done? It's not as simple as that. Your passenger breathes in. You can hear her leaning in, looking for an answer. I don't know. Indeed, you don't know. Images and sounds come to mind in flashes. People suddenly start. I mean, I know I'm a murderer. I killed someone when I was 17, but I don't know what's happened in my life that he's referring to. Faces whose expressions shift barely a noticeable on players. Voices that no longer speak. The sour smell of sweat, the touch of skin that suddenly chilled. It is possible that each time you blink, you brush off a new image. You speak up again with a half smile that's supposed to be reassuring. Yeah, I probably have hurt women before. but not like that. I'm trying to understand. You see, I'm skeptical. Sorry, I think about my friends, the way they reacted. In what way is it no big deal? Why exactly should I calm down? If they think I need to calm down, they must think that kind of behaviour is normal. That normal people do that kind of thing. I'm sure they've got friends, a job. I mean, they're not guys who look like serial killers that escaped from the loony bin. I'll never set foot in that bar again. Ever. You're getting closer to your destination. Her voice sounds far. We were there ages ago. Drop me off at the light. I need to walk a bit. You pull over. She's shaking. It's like you're in slow motion. I'm sorry for all that. You mutter something incomprehensible. Actually, you don't really know what you wanted to say anyway. She pays a fare and walks off with that word. Close your eyes for a long time, turning the key in the ignition. Hurt him with a quick 1-2 to the face. Didn't hurt him like that, but equal rights. Well, that was a lot, wasn't it? Fuck me. Bloody hell. Your story better be more uplifting, I swear to God. This game be hitting deep. All kinds of people, all kinds of stories. Listen, it can't all be ghost children. It can't all be ghost children. 14th endorsement, thanks. No problem. The passenger who enters your cab seems familiar to you. She gives you her address and you start to drive. You glance back at her from time to time, trying to remember if you've seen her before. It's no use. Suddenly, she gives you a little pout, clearly annoyed by your insistent gaze. Sorry, your face seems familiar to me. She breathes an audible sigh. Could be. Sorry.
Could be. I'm in porn.
That's where you're from. I knew it. If I look at you from this angle, there you are. Yeah. That's who she is, an actress. Oh!
A former actress.
You seen her in a couple of movies a few years ago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's probably why you recognise my face.
That suddenly goes dry. Oh man. At least the creators aren't scared to go there. It's likely something would happen at the time of night. I know, right? The game based on real life, and real life is most of the time a shitter. Movies. Her eyes show no sign of emotion whatsoever. She might as well have said she were a teacher or a dentist. Yeah, because she does it all day. Do you like it? You're not just an actress. You're not just an actress? Hard to recognise you with no nuts on you. It's hard to recognise you without the semen. Oh. There's no option. Alright, so there's no option for just being like, very nice, very nice. None of these are like a non-awkward response. Do you like it? A faint smile flickers across her face.
Yes, I do a lot.
I'm sure you do.
It's my job and I'm proud of what I do, actually. Though I'd be lying if I said it was always easy. But given the state of the industry nowadays. And even then, sometimes it's...
An illuminated shop window catches her eye, which stops for a moment.
Especially with with the parents of my son's school. Some of the fathers recognise me.
Nice tits, by the way. Boom. I like how your nipples don't face the same way. Never thought about female porn stars just going in and she notices that the dads recognise them and she's like, you dirty bastard. You dirty swine. You've got a child and a wife. That'd be the most fun game to play ever. Oh my god. She's watching you closely.
Some of the mothers too, for that matter.
They're watching together. She smiles.
Usually I can see that they're amused or ashamed. Which is too bad either way.
What do you mean?
Well, everyone loves porn.
Everybody loves porn. That's what the internet's for.
Even if you say you don't, the idea of porn, it's natural actually. But personally I think it's natural. But when I talk about it out loud, it gets people all worked up.
The internet is for porn. Her eyes widen.
Just admitting you watch it is an actual feat.
I'm 22 and I watch porn. A lot. It's like 50% of my Discord.
These days, for example, 25 to 23-year-old crowd is really into bisexual threesomes.
My right arm is a lot stronger than my left. I'd say like 75% of your Discord. Whoa, whoa. Sakura posts most of her meals in food.
2 guys and a girl, 2 guys and a guy, 2 guys and a girl, 2 girls and a guy.
What's a straight threesome? Bisexual threesomes. What's a straight threesome? I'm pretty sure threesomes are exclusively gay or bisexual. At least. Without going into the plus part of LGBTQ+. Straight threesome is me in both hands. Oh man. 6 months! Hey boy! He's got a new bandana! Holy shit! Thank you very much, Dweller. How you doing, man?
But who'd be willing to admit they like it? That they watch it? That it turns them on?
Me, every time. Every time. I haven't met something on the internet I can't wank to. I'll wank to this scene later. She answers with a shrug. Just chilling, woke up like an hour ago. Very nice, very nice. She looks away. You sense she's being utterly honest.
Afterwards, you know.
Straight threesomes are a myth. Jackalope. She goes on with a faint smile.
But that's no excuse for your lack of tact. The profession has changed a lot since then. And I want to bring about even more changes.
She leans forward slightly. I've got a dick now.
Before actresses would count on working for a dozen years or so, 15 if they started young. They'd have a moment in the spotlight when it was over. The next career step was merely a slow decline.
There's not enough granny porn.
But nowadays actresses have power. Thanks to media, streaming.
Oh shit! Real! 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 Get yourself in a bikini on a pool. Get in there. Go on. Go on. Up in pool. Up in pool in a bikini. Get yourself some squirrels.
Twitter.
She catches her breath. You can sense she is full of energy. Electrified by the discussion.
I started my own production company, and we make porn.
Good. Power to the people. She loves talking about it. You can see it in her face.
Gender positive porn. Committed, respectful. Some call it feminist. I'm not sure how I'd describe it.
Gender positive. I make and eat porn. Can't find anything about straight threesomes. It's just the normal. Well, yeah, because you've got to include, because straight is just male and female, right? It's one male, one female. If you add another one to either of that, it's got to be bisexual. At the very least, bisexual. or gay if it's 3 males or 3 females. She said bisexual threesomes, and I'm like, well, she's only excluding gay threesomes. What about trans threesomes? The most straight a threesome can be is with a male, a female, and a male-female. It's the most straight it can be. Because that's 1.5 of each. Logically. As in I can be filling in between a Jack and Sen sandwich. Exactly. Trap threesomes. True. It's true. It's the logic. Her voice is calm. A gleam of passion lights up her eyes.
We shoot with pros. We're respectful of our bodies with their personalities. Our actresses and actors are paid well. They receive residual earnings.
Residual something. Male, female, and a hermaphrodite. The most straight. A male, female, is someone without genitalia. A male, female, and an action man. I don't. Male, female, and a blow-up doll. A male, female, and a watcher. The guy with the camera. I don't know. Superman after nut slapping. G.I. Joe. Weird action man. I only know what G.I. Joe is because of skits and memes. I get the feeling he's just action man, right? It's called being a cook, Jack. That's not a threesome. It's a threesome. It's a threesome if your nut gets in the shot.
Brand new. A first. It's fresh and it works.
Is it new? I don't think. No. I don't think what you're doing is untouched by the internet. Respectful porn.
Zero tolerance when it comes to those dubious types. To wandering hands.
You need to give counselling to this girl. Drive her to her house. Tell her. Just reassure her. Say the words, because I don't know how to say them. I'm awkward, and I told her that I hurt women. Jesus.
Any assaults on well-being to of our actors and actresses? Respect, diversity, creativity.
She lets out a sigh.
I spend a lot of money defending our profession.
Oh man, you shouldn't invest too much. You're gonna get wiped out by OnlyFans. Joking. There's not a fucking chance. Not a chance. When is this game set? 1800s, clearly. No. It's set in current times. It's set not in current times. It's set just before the pandemic, I think. Just before the panorama. Well, actually, you know what? It could be set like 5 years prior. All I know is that Brexit is happening during this. During Brexit, sometime. That's like a billion years period. We'll never get it sorted out. You know, I'm just messing. I know, look. We got taxis. We got taxis. Didn't have them in 1800s. Pirates. Oh, pirates! What's that?
I spend a lot of money defending our profession. Going after sites illegally broadcasting our videos. Making sure pirates are punished.
Pirates! Ki! Oh, your porn isn't free? Pirates.
People think just because it's on the internet it's free.
It is. It is. You've not been on the internet very often, have you? That's right, fucking Brexit. Who forgot about that? Just before Panasonic TVs, that one. Pirates, you say. Just because it's on the internet is free? That's exactly how it works. What do you mean? What do you mean? Pirating isn't like downloading a car. It's like downloading a copy of the car and the original car is still there. You've not robbed anything. Just saying it. Just saying it. Keep it in magazines if you don't want it to be free. Whatever. It's alright. Put it on discs and sell it. Start off like Netflix did. Oh my god. Do Netflix. Do you remember when Netflix used to get fucking mailed to your house? Do that.
The latest book by a certain famous French author comes out. You know which assholes talk about it, don't you?
You know which arsehole I'm talking about, don't you? No. You nod yes. Authors like him get a lot of radio time.
Well, if parts of the book are made available on the internet, if the chapter is released where the hero discovers the killer identity, well, this book stops selling. And since he's a big name author, he has the right to go after the offenders. But what about actresses enjoying sandwich sex with two gorgeous Taiwanese lifeguards? Doesn't that count too?
She gives a mischievous laugh.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't. And neither does the book guy. What do you mean? I've read it, it's my knowledge to share. Do with it what I want. I don't understand your point.
But by the way, do you like that kind of porn? I'm just asking because I'm curious about what people like to watch.
It's not really my thing.
It's okay to talk about it, you know?
Tell the truth. It's true, I hardly watch any.
Hardly any.
Yeah. You blush slightly.
Come on, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Do you prefer younger women, older women?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Do you watch movies? Do you read magazines?
Yeah, magazines. Magazines? Who's jacking into magazines?
Magazines? But don't you... You know it's not the Middle Ages anymore.
She smiled. I like the pictures. There's no awful screenplay, no blah blah blah, only images. There you have it. What the fuck, lady? This man enjoys magazines. Alright. He just doesn't like the acting. He thinks you're shit actors.
Thanks.
I haven't looked at that side of the business, but it might be worth it. You cracked the voice out of me. She's so evil. I read it for the plot. I read it for the articles. Oh, I read it for the articles with the original. I watch it for the plot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like when people used to draw porn. It's like I do it for the brush strokes. I'm sure you do. She gives you a smile.
Thanks anyway, and sorry for the personal questions.
You fucking will be, you bitch. Let me show you my porn. You talking to a taxi driver at night? Do people still draw porn? They definitely do. They definitely do. Think, Mark. NSFW drawers aren't horny while they draw. Rule 34. I want this scene, Rule 34. I want it to happen. Show it me! Before long, you arrive at the address your passenger has given you. I now know the address of a porn star. I can do nothing with that information. But it'd sit nicely at the back of my head. It would sit nicely at the back of my head that just like I'd see her on a video and be like, I know your address. Watch this outside your house and crack one off. Satisfying. You have trouble parking. No, the streetlights are working. There's nothing stranger than an unlit Parisian street in the middle of the night. Your client gives a slight cough behind you.
You wouldn't mind staying here till I'm in the building? They're doing work, the lights aren't working.
She doesn't even finish a sentence. No problem.
Thanks, I have to say I've been feeling a little insecure lately.
All of her energy suddenly seems to have vanished. She hesitates a moment, as if she can feel your connection with the killer before speaking.
I knew of the victims of the serial killer. Nathalie, I know her pretty well, in fact. We'd work together and sometimes she babysat my son. You know, she was a great girl.
She starts talking about her friend. Who she was, who she had been seeing, how she'd changed just before she died. You make a mental note of the new information. I'll stay until you're in the building, okay?
Thank you.
She hands you the fare and exits the cab slowly, crossing the street in total darkness to a door of a big building. Comment on the video I jacked to it outside of this building. You just dox a porn star. She lives here. Well, got him. The pain, the stab of the knife in your side. If only you turn your head. I was shot this time. I was shot at the start of this one. Game. Maybe they would have killed you that night. Maybe your attacker would have already spotted you in your cab. Your passenger waves to you as the building door closes. You wave back. Fear spreads slowly through your body. You breathe slowly and drive away. That was $1. Where the fuck did I take it? That was €1. Excuse me? This took all of my night. What do you mean, game? Why would I even accept that? Why doesn't my meter start higher than this? Where did I take her to? This guy fucking talks about porn for like an hour. What do you mean $1? A fucking euro. Supercock drive, I think. But like, come on, man. You were apart for a while. Yeah, but like, come on, my meter starts higher than that. You can't find a black cab in the UK whose meter starts like below £2. Fuck off. Fucking bullshit.
Hello, it's me, Ludwig.
I love Ludwig. He's great. You helped Xavier. I helped Xavier. Is Xavier's thing be like you didn't die? You met Angelica. Fuck me, I lost so much money. Oh my god. You met Miriam. You didn't remember Miriam. God damn. I'm gonna have to go on hard on trying to make money. I'm like gonna lose. Miriam told you about the freaky boy she sits for. Freaky kid. And you told her about your brother. I lied to her about my brother twice. You bet Bernice. You have met Emily. Amelia? The porn star. Amelia helped you with your investigation. She didn't know she was, but she did help. That it? Alright, I'm gonna go ham on the driving. You close the door behind you, but you freeze. Someone was here, you know it, you can feel it. This is new. You notice a crushed cigarette butt on the ground. Yeah, it's one of yours, but it's been smashed with a thick shoe. You pick it up and look at it, put it back in the ashtray. Files on the evidence table. Files on the table, evidence on the wall. Yeah, someone's been here. Killer? The Sandman? It had to be him. Actually, there's no way it could have been anyone else.
What are you doing, step bro?
You can smell him. Murder. It's murder on the Late Orient Express. You must be dreaming. You're going crazy. You can't think straight anymore. If you're not careful, you're going to become completely paranoid. You decide to ignore your hunch. After all,
come inside me?
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
this is what we're doing. We meet one porn star, this is what we're doing. You'll lose your fucking minds. After all, maybe you're the one who stepped on that cigarette before leaving. Morgan Freeman's I can smell you. I can smell you. That happens when we get hosted. I'm not to a porn star. Understandable. Understandable. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe I should do a vlog where I go around a porn star convention. And I'm just like, oh shit, I love your work. Hell yeah. That's a great idea. Save that. Someone message me that. Someone clip it or some shit. I don't know. Send it me so I don't forget. I'll forget. You take a few minutes to update, you're bored with new clues. You're suddenly overcome with a desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your finger against your eyelids and let out a yawn. You take your shoes off before getting to work. I thought that was someone sending it, but it's the Just Giving link. Okay. Victim 3 received death threats. Well, they did die. Why hasn't this moved along here? Morgan Freeman wasn't the one who said that. It was a Cassie Mexican person. Yeah. Yeah. One thought to be corrupt, deserve to die. Witness described killer as old man or woman. Well, that leaves me with everyone here, doesn't it? Fuck's sake. Demon is shady. Fired from Demon. Alcohol vapors. This guy is an alcoholic. Killer equals female voice pretending to be male. Oh. Killer hates taking lives but did it in the past. Is any of these ex-military? Excellent physical state. Is she ex-military? Maybe. Good physical state. Lost her dad a year ago. Did her military service in Israeli. Knows how to handle a gun. Oh. Linked to war. Someone's an arsonist. Used in executions for US. Weapons was a World War II gun. Huh. Linked to Mafia? Who's linked to Mafia? Father was linked to the Mafia, yeah. And here. So originally I was leaning towards these two, then I was leaning towards this guy, and now I'm leaning towards her. Again. I'm gonna pull her out. I don't think it's her. I'm gonna X her off the list. I'm gonna X this guy off the list as well. I hope. Tears found on victim. Maybe I've just gotta find Geraldine again. Gotta find one of them, don't I? End our night. Hopefully we'll make some fucking money tomorrow. The heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slide open the sofa bed. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. You open one eye. You slept badly. Sometimes you're so tired you can't even seem to get any rest. You like to understand how that's even possible. You get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside your studio. Night 6. So we spent 2 hours on night 5. Never get through this game. I've just got to go like straight in. We need money, man. We need money. Rapid fire. Whoever's closest to us. Unless the robot shows up again. I need to go to Saint Quin. Saint Owen. Saint Owen. Alright, well, she's got a French accent now because I've said it. Your next passenger does not simply get in, she throws herself in. Whoa! Energetic, lively, chatty. She looks like she never stops. One of these people. Bet she's gonna read my energy. She gives you her address and heaves a big sigh. You start driving. Oh man, shit, I don't believe it. This evening your passengers face lit by a huge smile. I'm telling you, unbelievable. What's going on? I saw this movie tonight, unfucking believable. Out of this world, actually. Out of this world sucked, I mean. She looks over at you. One giant piece of intergalactic crap. I don't understand why no one said anything. I mean, people must have seen it before it came out in theatres. The people that made the credits, the music, whatever. Not a soul. Not a single soul thought to mention that with no way they could shovel a pile of excrement into theatres. You can't quite tell if she's truly angry or actually kind of enjoying it. Hold on, let me explain. The movie starts, this family adopts a little girl. As soon as I laid eyes on her, I couldn't stop laughing. There's something sketchy about her. Okay, I know it's not very nice, but if I was going to adopt a kid, I wouldn't choose the one that looks like a murderer. Oh, what she's on. Some shit. Bad films, apparently. So I say to myself, damn, wouldn't it be hilarious if she was actually an old lady with no wrinkles? I started laughing to myself. Every time she came on screen, I couldn't stop laughing, you know? I imagine her taking a bath and her skin's all like wrinkly and shit. She's really good at crossword puzzles and stuff, so her family start to get suspicious. Okay, obviously some weird stuff happens. Her parents start to think she's a sleepwalker or possessed or something. I gotta admit, she's like Ayaz. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was stuck on my own little world. And it goes downhill from there. The girl tries to kill her parents. So the mum starts to investigate. She wants to understand what happened to the girl she adopted. Turns out she was really born decades ago. Her little girl is actually an old lady. She slaps her thighs. I fucking knew it. I knew it all along. I started bawling right there in the theatre. I must have enjoyed the hell out of the other people. It must have annoyed the hell out of the other people, but dude, it was so good. Your passenger appears to be ecstatic, and yet her face becomes expressionless. She falls silent and settles back into the seat. A real turkey? She answers vaguely without conviction. Yeah, a real turkey. I haven't seen that many. It's funny for 5 minutes, but after that, it's a waste of time. You can learn more from botched movies, like ones that could have been good but aren't. But total shit bombs like what I saw tonight, well, other than the fact that you can't make a movie out of such a stupid idea, I learned nothing. She stares at the street going by. I'm gonna have to keep talking to her, aren't I? You okay? Your question throws her off. Yeah, I think so. She smiles weakly. A moment goes by and then she clears her throat. Excuse me. Would you mind sharing something about yourself? Come again. About a movie you saw, I mean. I keep going on and on about, but I want to hear from you. You hesitate, but there's something about the look in your passenger's eye. First movie you ever saw? Last movie you saw? Yeah, sure. I'll tell you about the last movie I saw on TV. Your passenger's beside herself. On TV? Yeah, I've still got basic cable, alright? And I read porn in magazines. Do you want to carry on? Yeah, I don't get that much. She opens her mouth but chooses to stop there. Anyway, it was a black and white movie. Japanese. Japanese? Yeah, not sure how I happened upon it. You're at hospital after the attack. Your roommate had taken the remote. You spent the whole day on History Channel's documentaries on World War II. A brutal architecture tidbit. Did Hitler... What's a TV? Did Hitler build the pyramids with aliens and dinosaurs? Classic History Channel. Then one evening, that movie, an old breath of fresh air. What was it about? It was a kind of crazy. I didn't understand everything. A friendship between a jazz buff and an old American soldier. It took place after the war. I think the Japanese guy is sure the other guy must be a great jazz man because he's black. It was really weird. It sounds unusual, but it's a cult. You need a second to remember the title. Black Sun, I think. What did it do for you? Tell the truth. It touched me. I don't listen to jazz, but I think I understood what it represented. It's free-form music, and the characters in the movie are trying to be free, but they never really get there. You run out of air. They speak two different languages. I can't understand each other. You imagine yourself on a hospital looking at again the TV on the yellow subtitles. Sounds pretty nice. Can't be that easy to find a black and white Japanese film about jazz. She smiles at you. Thanks for telling me about it. I needed it. You're welcome. She smiles, then gazes outside. A second later, you can see her building on the corner. You pull up in front of the young lady's home. She glances at the windows on the top floors and sighs. Here goes, good night. She pays her fare and gets out of the cab. The icy wind beats against her. Good. Fucking annoying bitch. Get out. Come on, fuck on. Tell me real stories, don't tell me about films you've seen. Bloody hell, I could just go see it if I wanted to know. Yo, there's still Sandman? There's still Sandman. We're on night 6. You can hear her swearing as she disappears into the cold. We need to actually fucking make money tonight. Oh my god. We need to actually make money, but there's actual clues I need to go and see as well. I've just got to hope I end up near these areas so it doesn't take up time. Let's go see this old man. Did I miss much? What did you miss? We had a victim, a porn star. We finished Xavier's story. Ludwig showed up again. And a girl that babysat a really weird child, and then we found out that Sen's a serial killer. You know, it is what it is. Turns, my good fellow. My good fellow! I like this character already. The passenger getting... Oh, it's this guy. Oh, fuck. I remember him. He doesn't seem to recognise you. Actually, he barely looks at you. You start driving. He appears to be out of his breath. His voice and hands are shaking. You have 2 serial killers in your subs. Oh shit. What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds, eh? Eh? Appears to be out of his breath. His voice and hands are shaking. Unbelievable. I don't know what his voice was last time, but it's this now. Here's the other. There can only be one. Oh my god. Sen's a serial killer, but he can't make you bleed. He throws up. He can't make you bleed. He dies. Oh my god, it's Vector. It was Vector all along. He separates each syllable as if it were going to protect him from the violence around him. Unbelievable. Is everything okay? Can you even begin to fathom what a public danger this represents? What? Oh yeah, this was the guy who was like, they all strike, but they're all shit. I choke all of my victims. Choke all of your sexual partners as well. A mere 5 minutes ago I wanted to cross the street. Suddenly, slicing through the darkness in a deafening silence came an electric car. Its asphalt-coated tyres drove right over the tip of my loafer. It's shot, I can tell. The leather is compressed and streaked with mud and soot. It's a travesty! A travesty! Oh, he's against electric cars. That's why Security's in the chat. Shh. Same thing. I would know. It's how we know about bisexual threesomes. A travesty. He begins writing furiously. You can catch a few words from time to time. For what? The environment? Global warming's a myth. It's fucking freezing outside. That's exactly what this man is. Create more road deaths to save polar bears. There's bears in woods that are doing fine. He leaves you hanging for a second before grinning. Another badly thought out stunt from the snowflake hipster lobby. Electric planes that will crash into airports without a sound. Have you heard an electric hairdryer? They make a lot of sound. You hear a throaty laugh. The Earth, safe, intact, clean, but at what cost? No way, Jaws. I know what it said. I know what it said. Our planet produces oil, so we must use it. It would be unnatural not to. Unnatural indeed. It's not natural, all these trees and shit. We need factories. We need factories. 200-foot chimneys. Bloody hell. Now, he's just a northern guy. Chuckles crudely. Gear over. Rise up in defence of the sweet, pure, the convertible, just as they would the hoot of an owl in danger of extinction in the lush forests of the Champagne region.
Watch your profanity.
Ah, murderer, assassin! The ferocious silence made to oppress us. He puts down his notebook. A wolfish grin spreads across his face. Yes, magnificent editorial. Just magnificent. What about you? Would you want to have a silent car? Yes. Why on God's green earth? It's better for the environment. Better for the environment? Come now. What is environmentally friendly about a weapon of mass destruction? These cars are going to kill hundreds, thousands of people. Their silence will be the carbon dioxide of the 21st century. They will infiltrate our cities, our countryside. They'll mow us down on foot, on bike, even in another car. I'll tell it as I see it. Noise is life. A city without noise is not a city. Mark my words. Drive in silence for a few minutes. In the back street, as he's fuming. He's fucking fuming. Do you think it runs on nuclear power? Yeah. Clean energy. Whoosh. You catch the occasional snippets of nonsense. The taxi has almost reached your passenger's destination. It's just here. You pull up in front of his address. An old building, freshly renovated. On the top floor, the bay windows shine faintly in darkness as the Eiffel Tower's spotlight washes over them. Your passenger sighs. Oh, the devils, the fools! It's the middle of the night and they're still having the time of their lives. He opens the window on his side and screams at a packed cafe. The heated patio is filled with young people. Well, dressed and quite drunk. Well dressed and quite drunk. There wasn't a pause there, sorry. When will you cease this madness? Then he turns to you to whisper as if in secret. Every night, they make one hell of a racket. Impossible to get a wink of sleep. He pays and gets out of the car in front of the bar. In front of the bar in 3 angry leaps. You can hear his voice from far away. A few words and some outdated swearing with a whiff of senility. Stop listening and drive off. Are useful for deterring the use that people have. What's a WMD? I'm sorry. WMDs? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm clueless. I've missed it. Sorry. Dodge, I've missed the point. He gets out of the car, he's like, global warming? You're wearing a jumper. Weapons of mass destruction. Oh! Sorry, I only have weapons of mass destruction. Come on, get in. Come on, Jackie. How you doing? Hi, honey. Gets in. Snuggles down. The door opens, your passenger settles into the back seat. She's a regular. You know her address. Everything okay, honey? All good, Jackie. You've known Jackie for years now. A friend of a friend and a rather well-liked prostitute in your old neighbourhood. Mass ass destruction. Very nice. Oh my god, Sapphic Mad Dogs. Mad. I hope spring's gonna be warmer than last year because I can't freeze my ass off anymore. She's been working in Bolognese for 2 years now. Every now and then she treats herself to a ride home in a taxi. Mutually assured destruction. Mutually ass destruction. Pretty much, if one nuke goes off, they all do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guaranteed world ender. Great. It's fantastic. Because idiots. Because morons. Because fucking wad weapon of ass destruction. What's the latest news? You can tell Jackie anything. Almost anything, that is. Is your back better? You smile. No, not really. At best, it really did you, didn't he? Can I ask you something, Jackie? She leans forward. Anything you want, honey. You tell her about Bussy and your threats to her mission. You got screwed again, honey. You're too nice. She sucks her teeth. You and the cops? You're gonna have to see someone. Or start banging someone. Jackie.
Got a gorilla grip, Bussy.
Had to, didn't you? It's the only reason we haven't had World War III. No one wants to be the one that ends the world. I'd be the one that ends the world. I'd just fucking do it. Like, it's not worth it. World will grow back. Without us, better off. Fuck it. Who's gonna remember you? World's ended. No repercussions. Literally murder everyone, no problems. Done. Kill everyone. Mutually assured destruction. Kill everyone. Thanos didn't go far enough. Okay, right, you're the boss. I'll ask around. Some of my clients might know something. Just turn around where you get plowed. Do you know anything about the birders? Fair is fair. Next ride's free, okay? You nod silently. You meet your eyes in the rearview mirror. Anyhow, take care of yourself, okay? Give her a smile. You know me. She looks pensive. Yeah, right, I do. That's the problem. She starts talking all at once. She speaks quietly. An incessant flow. I already told you how shitty the law is, huh? You nod. Jackie's referred to a law to find sex workers' clients. One of my regulars came back to see me today. Did you know they're gonna make them take a class now too? A class? Yeah, a class. Clients are already paying fines, and now they're being forced to attend 2-day classes. Sure, go on. Tell them it's not normal to see a prostitute. This client of mine, I know he didn't like it much. They told me they were arrogant. You know, like they were talking down to a convicted client or something. I don't understand the government, the politicians. We exist. We're not going away. We pay taxes too. Do you realize that? I pay taxes like you, like everyone else. I pause. Almost everyone, that is. In this goddamn country today, the richer you are, the less you pay. What a mess. Had this discussion with my history teacher. He sent me to the school counsellor. What about Gorilla Grip bussies or porn? Or prostitutes? I'm only doing my job, you know. There are people who come talk to us. They talk to us about reinsertion and all that. I don't know what that is. It's great for the young girls who just started. But for the transvestites and the Colombians, I'm sorry, I don't know what that says. Uruguayans? Uruguayans? Uruguayans! The Uruguayans and Colombians? There's no way that they're gonna try and work, they're gonna find work by themselves. And me? It's been too long. There's no way I'm going back to being a checkout person at a grocery store. First of all, I'd run into clients all the time. She smiles, proud of her little joke. No, serious. It's just that it's my job. I choose to do it. It's the great advantage of this line of work. Even you, you didn't choose. Nod yes. Fred answers with a smile. The riot continues for a while in silence. To me, what's really outrageous? She seems saddened by the conversation. What really gets me is the fact they're not helping us in any way more than before. The cops, the state police, the whole lot. They ignore us just like before. They threaten us just like before. They make fun of us just like before. Like they only pass the law for the money. $1,500 for the first offence, $3,000 for the second. A pretty stiff price for a trick. The upshot, we have fewer clients. Makes sense, huh? Funny country we live in. The land of rights, the land of the rights of men and all that. Her voice is tinged with anger. Right my ass. You're a gay. Fuck, got me. No! They both got me. You bastards. No, the end of the world, no more problems. Boom! Done. Out. The only ones who come round now are the regulars or the basket cases. Or the guys who don't know what they're risking. Yeah, particularly the guys that don't know what they're in for. She gives a funny laugh. Sound like crushed metal. It's good business for the cops at any rate. You just stand there in an alley, you wait for a car to park, you nab the client when he's getting out of the van, and presto, $1,500. You nab 4 or 5 a night, you're set to go. Funny country, land of human rights and all that. Check off all the boxes, your boss is happy, you get your bonus. And all this without food for old Jackie and her clients. She shrugs. A moment later, you pull outside the street where Jackie lives. The building is in poor repair, the hall lights flickering. You park in the first available space. Always a pleasure, honey. She pays the fare with a few crumpled bills and coins. Crumpled coins. It's all I have. No problem. She smiles. Good night, hon. She gets out of the cab and walks slowly over to the entrance of a building. She's not in much of a hurry to get home. Hell yeah. Money. Alright, we gotta keep making money. Gotta keep making money! Alright, we'll go back to the old biddy. The old biddy with her perfume. Oh, it's the one that swears! Oh, yes.
Taxi! Taxi! Hugo State Infected Hemorrhoid Station! Oh my.
You immediately recognise the passenger in the back of your cab. Pricey perfume, fur around her neck, strange form of emotional trauma that causes her to say terrible things.
Oh, it's you again. You know, dickhead! My daughter and I were talking about you the other day.
Yeah, it's flabby vaginal queef woman. It's that one.
You listen to me. I don't often cross paths with a person who listen to me and don't make fun. I really appreciated it.
She flashes a sweet, charming smile.
Leaky condom!
She gently shrugs her shoulders.
Drive towards the 16th, please.
She purses her lips and manages to stifle an insult ready to escape. You start the car, praying at this time around your passenger won't say anything during the ride. The passenger sighs.
You know what I did today?
You glance in the rearview mirror. No idea.
Well, dear sir, I opened a bank account.
She flashes a smug smile.
In my own name, fucking bitch!
She takes a moment. You didn't have an account before?
My husband never thought I needed one. He took care of everything. It was easier.
She shrugs her shoulders, like it was all of no importance.
Double fuck! I get it, you know. How terribly complicated all of the paperwork is. All these contracts, page after page of tiny print. The woman at the bank was charming, very instructed, four-legged slut!
Her face is clouded with sadness for a second.
I could tell, of course, that all this
She points to her face.
bothered her. Bitch cunt slut! That's probably why they didn't want me to open my own account in our own branch.
She looks at the road passing by. An awkward silence fills the cab. The passenger puts an end to it, her voice slightly croaking as she speaks softly.
Both my children had bank accounts before I did. Isn't that unbelievable?
The music oddly suits this. I love her music. Her music's great.
And my daughter, she told me 1,000 times that it wasn't normal dick that everyone should have an ass. That the 1940s were over. And I blew her off, you see. I was happy the way things were.
Her eyes grow lazy, her lips purse. How did it work?
Well, pussy! My husband gave me cash. He took care of any major expenses himself.
She shrugs and seems slightly annoyed by the question.
Don't really know why, but I never felt the need to have my own bank card. Not when we got married, no after. Tiny dick!
She likes tiny dick. She did that twice. You get the impression that last outburst wasn't quite like the others. Seems almost intentional.
You know, I never paid rent.
Not a shadow of pity in her voice, simply an observation.
I'm starting completely shit fuck new life. I have no sign. I have to sign papers and send letters and documents proving I actually live where I say I do. It's odd.
She heaves a sigh.
I'm starting a new life. Like I was on the run and hiding behind a false identity. Quite dramatic, isn't it? I'm stripping your ass!
I love this lady. She's the best. She smiles crookedly, but so fast you almost miss it. You're not far from your destination. Your passenger appears lost in her thoughts. The trip continues for a few minutes in silence.
Bitch!
Almost. Until you pull up in front of your client's place. She almost jumps when you speak up. Here we are.
Yes. You know, diarrhea! My parents live just a little further up the street.
She lets the sentence hang in the air. Like she's learning the fact at the same time as you.
Actually, I lived my whole life here.
She pays her fare. The bills are brand new, spanking clean.
Good night and good luck, sir. Syphilis!
She gets out. You watch her until she disappears into the lobby of the building. Oh, forgot she gives me such a good tip. I forgot she gives me fucking straight up money tip. Alright, I'd say we're close enough here. It's the closest we're going to get to one of them, isn't it? Huh? Driving along when a strange burnt smell suddenly fills the cab. You look around, sniff. Is it coming from outside? Park. As soon as you see a free spot, you pull over and park. You freeze. Something. Is it Ludwig? Or someone is in your taxi. A woman's voice resonates around the cab. Janet.
I can't. I need a better signal.
Oh shit. Hello? Hello?
I'm here. I'm here.
I've changed the voice. You turn around slowly, a young woman has appeared behind you.
Don't shout. I'm afraid I'll lose the connection. I don't have much time.
Teleportation? New ghost? I don't know. She's not as white as Ludwig. There's something strange about her face. As if she is several different people at once.
Listen to me carefully. I come from the future.
Oh my god! Oh! Got a time traveller!
You must know that you met...
She stops moving. Like a complete computer glitch. She stays this way, still frozen. She suddenly starts moving again.
Fascists in suits with tons of money control the media. In 2037, he decides to cleanse Europe, literally and figuratively.
She stops herself.
Shit, I'm breaking up!
She lowers her head to speak to someone else.
The signal is unstable.
She turns to you, her eyes are sparkling.
A coalition led by the Iranian president and a few African leaders managed to find a remedy, but it's too late. The human race is almost entirely decimated.
She looks at you.
They sent me here to look for more information on Hyoga.
Hyoga. Hyoga? Hyoga is the kid. Hyoga's the kid that thought he was a werewolf that I pissed about with. I'm pretty sure Hyoga's the kid.
But also other people that you may have met. Does Sean Jackson sound familiar?
You shake your head slowly, no idea.
He went to mime school.
Oh, Captain America! She smiles coyly.
I know what you're thinking about. I'm serious.
Your brain makes the connection. Mime school. That does sound familiar. Black guy, young, athletic. Yeah, Tim, it's Captain America.
Yes.
I met him. He wanted to go back to the States. For a second, you tried to take stock of what's going on. You believe this woman. You're listening to her and having a conversation with her.
Well, shit. I'm too late in the game. They sent me to the wrong moment.
She snaps her fingers.
Annabelle Robert, a photojournalist. Her reporting will
Her voice suddenly starts to crackle.
reveal the existence of underground laboratories. She absolutely must go to Syria. Life depends on it.
Holy shit! We have to find Annabelle, quick! The radio starts blowing incomprehensible voices, like it was picking up on a secret station.
No physical contact. You will not get a second chance.
The seat behind you is suddenly empty, the young woman is gone. The radio stops. Oh, it's the chick with the overbearing parents. It is! It is. I'm pretty sure we convinced her to go, though. For a second, you wonder if you were dreaming. You slowly breathe in and start driving again. Okay, alright, we have to find her. Who's Annabelle? Which one's Annabelle? Here we did last time. Find her. Find her! Which one's Annabelle? Ah! It's not you. Is it her? Is that Annabelle? Oh fuck. Oh fucking hell. I'm gonna go to her, and if it's not her, I'll go to her. Is that acceptable? This is more important than finding this serial killer, damn it. This is more important. I don't care about the killer. We've got to save life itself. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't just drop this on me. It's almost the end of my night. I'm halfway through my shift. Fucking hell. None of those. What's that? I'm going to refuse this one. Who was next to her? Oh no, it changes them. It changes them. I'll check this woman. I'll check this woman. If it's not her, I'll drive her. But we need to find out about fuck. Fuck. It's too late in the game for this. Shit. Alright. The passenger who enters the cab is a regular. Her name is Aid. She's a psychic who occasionally goes home by cab. She slips into the back seat, her earrings jingling softly. She had short hair. Okay, okay. She smiles and gives you her address. You start the engine. Aid lets out a deep sigh. You look her in the rearview mirror. Everything okay, Aid? Yes, I guess so. A rough day. And you? My inspiration for this voice is Madame Zeroni, okay? Aid manages a weak smile. The two of us were in the same boat. Clients, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You have to agree with her. Like today, for example. This guy comes to me about his company. You know, I'm part of a business network and all that, remember? Yeah, sure. She gives you a wink and goes on with the story. So this client comes to me. He tells me he wants to retire. He wants his son to take over the business. He wants to know when he should do it. He draws the cards. He's used to it. He knows what to do. Aid's gaze suddenly clouds over. He turns over the priestess, the emperor, and the sun. He reaches for the fourth card and turns it over. The moon. If only the woodpecker cries, they bark on the moon. The bark on the tree was as soft as the sky. If only the little book cries. He barks at the moon, if only. Sent you a screenshot of what she looks like. Oh, fucking go on, send. Go on, send. Oh, a hero. There she is. Alright, that's her. I'll memorise her. She's got earphones in. I'll memorise her. We need her. She's got to save the fucking world. she gets in my cab and I turn around and I'm like, you need to go to Syria. It's for the fate of the world. I'd handle the situation so fucking poorly. I ask him who the woman is. The woman the cards are referring to. He doesn't know. He's hesitant, obviously uncomfortable. I ask him if it's his mistress, but that's not it. It's my daughter, he says. But she has nothing to do with it. He only wants to know about his son. Yo, Tom, how you doing, bud? Welcome back. We have to save the future. We have to save the world. This is the fucking best game ever. Well, your son, I tell him, he isn't in the cards. She raises her voice a little. He won't believe me. His son has to be in the cards, he says. He's the one who's going to inherit the business, no one else. His voice is suddenly secretive in tone. Between the two of us, his son is a total deadbeat. But the client assures me things are different now. His son has changed, he's made progress. So I tap her finger on the cards and ask, who then is this woman? Let it end. Just let it end, please. A time traveler told us. What, the world? Just let the world end? We can't. For the future of humanity, we have to make sure she goes to Syria. A time traveler told me. He's obviously uncomfortable. Maybe more than when he was talking about his son. Either she is your lover, your daughter, I tell him. And the cards say she's the person who should run the business. The priestess represents solidarity, construction. The empress, intelligence and success. The son, fulfillment, achievement. And it all revolves around a woman. A woman who's close to you. The moon. But suddenly my client stopped believing in the cards. She gives a short laugh. It's impossible, he says. His daughter is not cut out for the work, for all the responsibilities. She's younger, he says. She's smart, and she went to a good school in England and all. There's no good schools in England. But the pressure would be too much for her. His daughter couldn't handle it. You know, guys today, they're all mixed up. They still think women are trophies. And that they can be left at home on a shelf to collect dust. I'm not an intellectual or anything, but men today are being dumber and dumber. So the client, he keeps insisting he's right. Do you think the cards will tell the truth or not, I ask. He's reluctant to answer. He doesn't want to say yes, you see, but he can't help it. The cards say your daughter should take over the company. You didn't draw a single masculine card. There's no connection whatsoever with your son. Eight sighs. The house isn't far now. It's hard to believe. Too bad for him. She shakes her head. You know what's really sad is that my client, he's never going to give his daughter a chance. You're drawing pest tokens? Holy shit. Please, could you make them in the... Can you do one in like the style of Stitch? Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. Make 627 tokens all as the different Stitch things. That'd be pretty sick. And his son is going to screw it all up. Her eyes suddenly glaze over. You pulled to house. That's a few. That's how many experiments there are. Well, like gore stitching. No! No! Based off the current tokens. Understandable. Understandable. Your art's really good, Tom. The lights are off, but the glow of the TV flickers in the living room wall. The sound of Abe's voice hangs in the air. Take my son, for example. I know he's not a genius or anything. But he's a good kid. I told him to respect people and to trust his heart. I love him, but I know his limits. She sighs. Anyhow, I'm going to go in and yell at him, then put him to bed. She pays her fare. But you're going to do great things. I can feel it. I'm going to save the world. You did it, Sonic. Alright, if you remind me, I'll try and do Stitch in Hero Forge. But do you know how difficult that's going to be? Do you know how fucking ridiculously hard doing Stitch in Hero Forge is going to be? I mean, yeah, I did do Sonic. Yeah, I did do Sankey. I did Sankey and Eggman. What of it? And Uncle Nook. You can't start the card when she closes the door. The delicate scent of her perfume lingers in the air. I believe you can do it. Oh, okay. Sen believes in me. So I can do it. Believe. Yo, there's only 4 passengers. Only 4 passengers? 4 passengers? Why haven't I made Mario, Wario, Luigi, and Waluigi? Why haven't I done that? I could do Bowser as well.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
I've come to bargain. He sounds drunker. He sounds more drunk every time he says that. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. But fuck you, I don't. That's what I like to hear. Alright, I'll do it. God damn. I'll go to this guy. What the fuck am I? Whoa, go to him. Jesus Christ, why am I one-way systems? Pfft. We need your help, kinda. Pull your cab to the sidewalk and lean over. Your next passengers are in a dark alleyway just off the main street. They are, how to put it, in disguise. There's 4 superheroes in spandex suits stretched over their bodies. Oh! Cosplayers. They remind you of a show from your childhood. Think about the show. The show aired on a Wednesday afternoons after school. Oh, horrid Henry. You used to go to your friend Eduardo's house. His dad was a geography teacher. The superheroes in the show were in a group that fought against some kind of aliens in foam suits. Someone knocks really hard on your window, you jump. The passenger. He or she is standing out there, dressed in pink. You roll down your window. Ultra pink.
You a driver?
I'm going off Power Rangers. The pink and yellow ones. If there's a pink and yellow one, they're the girls. I was thinking this game was a tad immersive for a second and then realised it just started raining IRL. You're a tad immersive. What's unrealistic about this? A woman came from the future. We've met a ghost. You can smell the stench of booze on his breath. Oh, he's a guy? Oh, yeah. He turns around in his pink suit. Okay. Hey guys, hey! It's a trap. It's our cab! Yelp of joy comes from the alleyway. The 4 suited passengers get in the car. They start singing Daft Punk. Get in the car one after another. The aroma of beer and piss wafts into the cab. Ultra pink. The fuck? Okay, man. I'll be brief. We lost Ultra Yellow. We don't know where she's hiding. They are Power Rangers. The one dressed in green starts screaming in the taxi, a deep male voice with a southern accent. Ah, drunk! yeah, we did know already. You want to look for her? We don't want to look to her. We have to find her. Dramatic pause. He extends a shaking finger and points to the roof. Ultra. Oh shit! I don't feel so good. Yellow is the one with the keys to our hotel room. Ultra pink clears his throat. Like it might be a technique for getting the alcohol out of his system quicker. Anyway, you could drive us around the neighbourhood slowly. She can't be far. The one in red, silent up till now, raises their head. Daft pricks. Yeah, dudes, yeah. We're gonna look for her. We're gonna find her and we're gonna get a drink because I'm thirsty, aren't you, dudes? A woman's voice? Or a teenager? You're not sure. Fuck's sake. Who's thirsty? Yeah, he spilled the cat. Hey! Everyone seems drunk. Okay. Your passengers are overwhelmed with joy. The exception of the silent one leaning against the window behind you. Yeah, let's go! Let's go, boys! Start driving. Ultra Green was... Keep your eyes peeled, guys, alright? Ultra Pink is riddled with hiccups and acid reflux. So where should we start? We're at Ferocia with Ultra Yellow. We were drinking until they refused to keep saving us. Fucking Nazi hipsters! Bring it down a notch. No need to get so excited. Why don't we start there? Maybe she's at the hotel, MC in the minibar. Any looky ducky. Oh yeah, not bad idea. Or she's in the little park where we went to drink mead. Southern accent for green. Red is woman or teenage man. Yeah, I got it. Kinda. I've lost the southern accent because I can't do southern accent.
Because it's just not come from London. Broke it down.
The beer was so cheap it was called beer. Spelled wrong on the label and everything. But Red is right. Ultra Yellow might be in a little park. What should we all fuck my stomach? Here we go. Fucking the park. Let's go to the park it is. Ultra Green was southern fucking. Maybe she's still there. No. She was with us at the bar, right? I don't know anymore. They tell you how to find the park they're talking about. You start the car. In back, they speak up with a discussion centering on the following themes: which country has the best price amount of alcohol ratio? You quickly tune them out. You let out a sigh and shake your head, hoping you'll be done with them soon. Pink and Red vote for Bulgaria. Green shouts that the only country is Croatia. As for Blue, he hasn't said a word all evening. He's starting to worry. Blue's dead. They should all be robot voices. Instead of one more time, it's one more drink. The park finally comes into sight as silence fills the camp. I don't see anyone in this park here. You sure it's this one? Yeah, I recognise it. There's where I yaks up my insides. And yet you're still totally drunk, dude. I'm not that drunk. I can prove it. I can remember my credit card number. 4434. Do nothing. 0286. Hey, shut up. Silence in the cab. Does anyone have a fucking idea? You clear your throat. Try the hotel. Yeah, the hotel, she might have crashed already. Maybe she hooked up with someone. Yeah, shit. Okay, let's go. Mild migraine taking over. You start to drive to the address the pink guy gave you. Behind you, the discussion's getting out of hand. Pink and Red think they should never have even eaten at the sushi restaurant. Green is screaming at Yellow that Yellow is totally nuts anyway. As for Blue, he still hasn't said anything. You watch him in the rearview mirror. If you go by the way, his head is lolling. He's starting to fall asleep. Is this a knockoff of the Blue Man group? Well, there's 5 of them and they're all different coloured, so I don't think so. I think they're shit Power Rangers. They're all like yellow power, red power, blue power, white, the Power Ranger that wears white. Knock off Daft Punk plus Power Rangers. I agree, terrible Power Rangers. Daft Punk before they died. A few minutes later you pull up in front of the hotel. It's the kind of place that tries really hard to appear classy. The flowers in the entry are clearly artificial. Okay, so what's the plan? I'm going to ask if she's in there and then we make it up as we go along, like we've been doing all night. I was about to clip if you slipped up. I knew what I was doing. Shut up. Maybe it's prototype Robocop. My god. Rainbow Cops. Pink guy gets out of the taxi leaving you alone with the other 3. For a long while, you remain silent, a welcome change from Green screaming. The door suddenly opens. Everyone makes a jump except Ultra Blue, of course. They haven't seen anyone. She's not there. We'll never find her! Keep cool. We haven't looked everywhere yet. Alright, what was the name of the bar where you were left at? You left Ultra Yellow. The, Ferocia, yeah! That's it, the Ferocia. You smile. I'm sure that's where she is. Yeah, the bar, good idea. Hey, maybe we'll get a nice cold one while we're at it. No, we're going back to look for Yellow. Plus, they don't want us in there anymore. Do I need to remind you of the scene you made? Someone was to the address of the bar. It's not far. You start the car. You can't help but smile. But wait, guys! Just one tiny second. Everyone, check the trunk of the cab. Red and pink sigh. Oh, come on. How could you be more Trump than I am? Did you pop some pills in the toilet again? No, man, no! No! They go on to discuss their darkest memories of the boozing past. As for Blue, not a peep. He's starting to get worried. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. I don't care if he's dead. You turn your attention back to the road ahead and forget about the trope of the Black Sea. Despite the stench of booze. Despite the intimate giggling. You finally get to the bar and park where you can. Despite the time, the bar is full and Patreons are scattered across the sidewalk. Hey, look, over there! What do you see? Well, that's Ultra Yellow, isn't it? You lean over. Well, they all lean over except Blue. To try and make out the shape in the darkness. What are you talking about? Yes! Aha! That was really blow your mind, huh? On the first try. We've been wandering around for an hour. We're all thirsty. Stop. The pink guy starts fumbling in his spandex pants. We're gonna go take care of her. I think she needs us. You need any help? No. You get the impression he's suddenly in a hurry. Thanks for your help, man. We'll take it from here. Yeah, man. Thanks for your help, man. Stop screaming, for fuck's sake. Your taxi was like an angel that fell out of the sky on a barrel of beer. Come on, everyone get out. These stinky breaths. Stinky. Uh-oh. They get out of the car one after another. Once on the sidewalk, they walk over to the friend and surround her. You focus your attention on your taxi for a while and collect your thoughts. The one guy who was screaming is vulgar friend. Your head is pounding, you're shaken up. It's rare your passengers get under your skin that much. And just as you're leaving the bar behind, you smell something weird. You turn around. Blue left a stain on the back seat. It's not really pee, nor is it vomit. It's indescribable. You glance outside. Your passengers are no longer in the front of the bar. Maybe they went inside to get a drink? They open up the windows and start driving. With a bit of luck, maybe it'll dry before you pick up your new passenger. You make a mental note to clean your taxi before the end of your shift. He came! Oh my god! He's just in the back. He's like, oh my god, I can't tell this taxi driver I've come in his cab. Oh my god. I've fucking come in his cab. I've been known as the cab comer forever. Oh no. This guy, he's not a suspect anymore. Oh shit, they are both on my fucking A-list. I can't get to him in time. It's not her. She's someone. He doesn't pay me. You ever cummed in a guy's cab? Saw yellow and cummed. Can I get to her in time? Because my time will run out and it just ends my shift if I don't make it there. There's no way I'm getting there in half an hour. Fuck's sake. I need to speak to her as well. Do I just like try? Maybe we get lucky, or do I just take the money from this woman? Because I can get to her. Fuck. Money. Okay. I don't even know if I'll get here.
Driver, sir. 16th, please.
Okay. A lot of you going there tonight. Passenger enters the cab, makes you feel immediately uncomfortable. Oh, it's the alien! Oh, it's the alien! I forgot about the alien! Hard to say why exactly. Perhaps it's a smooth plastic set of features. Or his odd appearance. A mad assortment of mismatched clothes. Good evening. What was it? Good evening and good day! His shrill notions are offensive to your ear. They're sitting on cum. No, I think Blue was behind me, right? Tell me, good fellow driver, would you be so kind as to take me to Rupert shop number 96? As he speaks, you can almost hear the deeper accents of what seems like a second voice. I'm sorry, I can't do two voices at once. I learned I don't want to drive a taxi. People are nuts, at least in France. No, this is exactly why I want a taxi drive. I want to drive a taxi. Are you fucking kidding me? You nod slowly and start the car, casting an anxious look in the rearview mirror. Sorry to bother and disturb you, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to answer a few short questions and queries. Why not? Why not? Thanks for opening up to me and being an open-minded too. Good day and good evening. Do you think building roller coasters is a normal thing to do? He asked me these last time. We're gonna have to like fully flesh out Alf's story. The question sends you through a loop. It wasn't what you're expecting. What? Apologies, sir. Perhaps my Korean question wasn't clear. Let me try again. No, it's fine. I understood the question. It's just that. Yeah, I'd say it's normal. You'd say it's normal? It's normal and natural to build contraptions that make you fear for your life and panic. Your jaw drops. No, it's not what I meant. What I meant to say is, we like taking risks, giving ourselves a scare, and roller coasters are a way of doing that safely. The customer literally goggles at you. Interesting and fascinating. Thank you for sharing. What's with this guy? Who is he? Good day and good evening. Why have you yet to colonize the satellite you call the moon? He pauses momentarily. You try and connect the dots. Not you personally, of course, but you as a species. It's too expensive. It is very expensive, of course, but the potential profits and gains are enormous. His voice has gone up an octave, or perhaps down. It's at once shrill and deep. Just think, just imagine, having breakfast looking down on planet Earth. The beauty of it would make you realise how precious and unique your planet is. Wait, profit? The moon's just rocks? They were like setting up a restaurant on the moon and stuff. People who go there all the time. They make mad profit. Which brings me to my last question and query. Good day and good evening. So, alien, ghost, werewolf, cat, time traveler, what's next? We've had a vampire as well. We've had a vampire. Oh shit, yeah. See? You see? Yeah, see? Taxis are where it's at. Why is your own individual freedom more important to you than that of your species and as a community as a whole? You examine your passenger closely. Because we're selfish. We always put our own interests first. We're made that way. A pause as your passenger rights his posture with a movement of the shoulders. You're surprisingly honest and frank. It's Ken. Thanks. I'm gonna say it's zombie. We also had a robot. We did have a robot. We did have a robot. We had a robot who studied films and decided amongst himself that the robot shouldn't exist. So the robot took it upon themselves to destroy themselves and all information on robots so that robots don't uprise and destroy humanity. That's a good robot. I know the people who live in this city. I could count the number of people willing to make a sacrifice for another person's well-being on a single hand. Selfless act. One of them is the robot. One of them's not even a human. Suddenly you're unable to speak as if the words were trapped in your throat. Your passenger on the seat behind you gives a dry smile as if you knew exactly what was going on. Thanks, hun. He stops short. He doesn't actually pronounce your name, but you seem to hear what he's thinking. Sorry, I forgot. You didn't want that information and knowledge to get out. Because I don't want people to know my real name. I wish I was a robot. You absently pull the address he had given you. Your passenger hands you the fare and then some. Meeting you and making your acquaintance was a memorable experience. Adieu. You're still paralysed, but you don't panic. Your body seems to know what's best, so you can sense your muscles relax. A minute later, you let go of the steering wheel and the paralysis has ended. Take a look out the side door window. A quiet Parisian night. Utterly uneventful. Not as swanky as the rest of the 16th. Your customer has vanished into thin air. You sit there for a moment longer, making up your mind to leave. The sooner you pick up a new passenger, the sooner you forget that guy. That's right, it's the end of the night. Wow, fucking money! Fucking money! Moolah, mate. Moolah. Moolah! End of the night. Damn it. You met Leah. Mulan. Leah told Leah about the Japanese movie you saw at the hospital. Yeah, I did, yeah. I didn't like Leah very much. Oh, we fucking made money today. Hell yes. It's rare we make money. God damn. You met Jackie. Hamster up your ass. You have met Janet, the time traveler. Sean, the name rings a bell. We know exactly who he is. I know exactly who Sean is. Annabelle? We need to... Annabelle's going to save the future. Save the future. Wait, what did I miss with that one? She just teleported into the back of my car and she was like, I'm from the future. I know about this guy and this guy and this guy. Annabelle needs to go to Syria to save the world. And she left. You met the ultra skaters. You found ultra yellow at Ferocia. You met Alf. Oh yeah. Hoger as well, we can't forget him. Yeah, we can't forget Hoger. He's a werewolf. We met the hamster up the butt. Oh, you met the hamster up the butt? Oh, she's an old lady who went through mental trauma, so she's kind of got Tourette's. Sen's gonna share a fucking sick ass screenshot. Unless he's done it already. You wipe your face. You're starting to feel sleepy. Steps in the hallway. You stop in front of your door and move away. Glance at your bed and get to work. Did I not get any new clues? I don't have any new clues. It's in chat for all. Sick. It's gotta be her, right? It's gotta be her. It's gotta be her. The phone rings. You impulsively take a step back. It's the moment of truth. Pick up. Hello? Hi. Ice cold. So? She heaves a long sigh. There's no background noise. She must not be at the station. Alright. For a second you think she's going to tell you, but then, somewhere, none of your business. I like clinking noise, the sound of a teacup on a coaster maybe? I'm listening, but what have you got for me? She clears her throat. Her voice sounds louder, more confident. You glance at the wall, the suspects are lined up, all the evidence, a whole mess of your ideas, your stomach is a knot. I don't have to remind you. You cannot get this wrong. I have a meeting in 2 hours with the district attorney and the chief of police. Even the Minister of the Interior will be a corner of the room somewhere. Obviously, I'm thrilled. But certainly don't want it to put too much pressure on you. You lay the receiver down on the table, now you have to decide. Are we going Anita or Geraldine? I'm pretty sure we're all going to go Geraldine, right? Pretty sure we're all going to go Geraldine. Right? Should we go through all the evidence, though? Go through all the evidence. It's got to be sunglasses, bitch. It's alright. We know it's not her. We know it's not him because it's a female. Even though he was very sus. Has been difficult to investigate. She has friends in high places. Described as a shark by rivals. Friends, nevertheless. Father was linked to the mafia. Weapon used on you is a World War II gun. She doesn't like killing, but she's done it before. I mean, I'm accusing her. Pick up the phone and explain your choice to Lieutenant Bussett. Why, how, the evidence, your sources. She listens without saying a word. When you finish talking, she remains silent for just a second too long. You sense she's not convinced. Listen, are you sure of what you're saying? Oh shit! Oh shit! Are we wrong? She doesn't like killing, but she's done it before. Yeah, man. The only link to war is Geraldine. She served. I know. We've never got this. She's the reason there ain't no dinosaur. For fuck's sake. Are you sure of what you're saying? Because between what you told me this morning what you're saying now, something's not right. You sure she's the suspect you want to pursue? Are we sure? Fuck. I mean, Ludwig said it's this guy. Ludwig is... Are we going with the ghost or are we going with our gut? Fuck. Is this the first one we're not going to catch? Gut or ghost? She committed a war crime, she must pay. My new game show, Gut or Ghost. Fuck, man. We've got to make this decision. There's no way it's chamomile. Right? I'm scared to get this wrong. I don't want to get this wrong. However, if I get it wrong, it means we get to do it again. Trust Ludwig? Fuck it, we're trusting Ludwig. Wait a minute. You put the phone down. Maybe she's right. Maybe you're not so sure anymore. Fuck! Alright, I'm trusting Ludwig. You pick the phone back up and explain your choice to the Lieutenant very quickly. Too quickly. She cuts you off. Okay, we'll follow this lead. I'm going to see what I can do with this. She heaves a huge sigh. Shit. I hope for your sake it's good work. Before you can get a word in edgewise, I'll call you tonight. Try to get some sleep. She pauses. No way she's gonna hang up on such a positive note. It might be your last night of freedom. She snickers and hangs up. Put down the phone. We've just gone with Ludwig. We've ignored all evidence and we're like, Ludwig, he's never let me wrong. He's never sent me the wrong way as Ludwig. The heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You lie down on the sofa bed, its frame creaks. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Fuck me, man. I'm gonna be so mad at Ludwig. I'm gonna be so mad at him. So mad at this little ghost. I'm gonna kick him out of my fucking cab. You have a hard night, restless. You get the impression you aged 5 years in a matter of hours. You get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 7. Alright. Oh! You barely gotten downstairs and you can't sight her plus it. She's leaning up against the door of your cab, eyes open, forehead creased. Get in. You obey, too early to react. She settles in the back seat and flashes a smile. Good news, you're right. Or at least the DA thinks your evidence is sufficient. No emotion in her voice, straight facts. Alright, Ludwig. Alright, Ludwig. I crossed this guy off my radar. I was like, there's nothing tying this guy. There's nothing tying this guy. He's not ex-military. Everyone said it was a woman. He's not the right height. I mean, he lost his kid in a fire. Fuck, man. We're gonna catch the Sandman tonight. She glances at her watch. In about 2 hours, we're making him leave his place. She's gonna let you? Don't worry about us. To be fair, it does say that this one's meant to throw you off. Really? Okay. Well, it did that. It did that. If it wasn't for Ludwig, don't worry about us. She pulls some kind of a pen out of her pocket and she puts it in the cubby above your car stereo. This is a book. You need a confession. If you feel like it, if you think you can manage. I've seen and heard you enough to know that you have a trick, a gift for getting people to talk. Love you, Ludwig. I can't believe that ghost hunter was like, he's pure evil, that Ludwig. No, he's not. He's a good little ghost boy.
I'm a good little ghost, I am.
The suspect is a dangerous man, a wounded animal. I need someone calm, someone I can trust. He might recognize you. He might think it's a twist of fate, who knows. She looks away. A little girl and her mother are walking by the cab. Start a conversation, stay calm, get him talking, nothing more. I'll give you a meeting point. We'll be there waiting. Waiting to grab him before things take a turn for the worse. She sighs. 2 teens walk by the cab. The intense sense of weed fills the cab. She just buzzed. I know you can do it. If you stick to the plan, nothing can go wrong. Understood? Say nothing. She looks over you intently and pinches her lips. She gives you a typical smile like the owner admiring her dog performing a trick. Let's hope he doesn't kill you himself or get killed. I know, right? I know. I'm off. She lays her hand on the door handle. You pick up the suspect, drive to the meeting point, and you're free. Easy as pie. She gets out of the cab, slams the door, and walks away. Shit, shit, shit! You hit the dashboard, and intense pain spread through your hand. You grab the keys in the ignition and turn. The motor comes on. Your night is about to begin. Your last night. Okay, we get 1 drive before we've got to pick him up. So let's hope she's here so we can save the future. She's not here. She's not here. The future's doomed. The future's doomed. Alright. We're going to pick her up because she's mental. Do Flabby Lady? Yeah, obviously we're doing Flabby Lady. Jesus. Obviously. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm on. Ludwig, jump in the car. Come on, just before we get there.
Hello!
Taxi. Vector Hugo State. Infected hemorrhoid station. You immediately recognise the passenger who sat in the back of your cab. Pricey perfume, fur around her neck, a strange form of emotional trauma that calls her to say terrible things. Oh, it's you again. Oh, it's you again. You know. Dickhead! My daughter and I were talking about you the other day. You listen to me. I don't often cross paths with people who listen to me and don't make fun. I really appreciated it. Oh no, she's going to say the same thing over again? Leaky condom! She gently shrugs her shoulders. Drive towards the 16th, please. She purses her lips and manages to stifle an insult ready to escape. You start the car, the same as last time. I know, that's sad. That's sad. And your passenger won't say anything during the ride. Your passenger sighs. I am devastated. Devastated. It's different. An entire year of therapy vanished into thin air. Huff. Runny colon. How terribly sad. These days the medical field is just... What's wrong? Just imagine. I spent more than 40 hours talking to this therapist. Not to mention the thousands of euros she was paid. This afternoon we started talking. We were talking about my relationship with my son. He presses his lips. Classic topic. No particular problems. A giant cock forest! What is that? Yeah, it's different. The passenger coughs loudly as if to cover up the monstrosity she just shouted. Calm down. And right then and there, she started to laugh. The laugh! Her eyes bulged out of her head with rage, just thinking about her laughter. The laugh came from the back of her throat. Tears were streaming down her face. She apologised, got up, left the room, laughing all the while. Incredible, just incredible. She leans towards you, her overpowering perfume stings your nose. Tell me, sir. Cunt! Do you think this is funny? Silence. You scan her face and try to determine how serious she is. You get the impression she is completely and totally serious.
What are you doing, step bro?
You see a tear in the corner of her eye. It's not funny at all. She opens her eyes wide and raises her voice. It's a handicap, a disease. You shake your head apologetically. She crumples in the back seat. The stench of her perfume suddenly seems less intense. I'm everyone's laughing stock, aren't I? I don't know. She can't hear you, she's talking to herself. Oh, Angelica. Old Jean Pierre's good wife. Twat, twat, twat! She couldn't take the fact that he left her for a woman half his age. She's gone crazy, you know. She's unrecognisable with all her tics, the stuff that comes out of her mouth, monstrosities, insults. The client sighs. My therapist generally hates it when I speak to myself in the third person. She says it's dangerous, and it separates us from who we are. Piss-filled wet water skin! I'm not so sure I like taking all of her terrible advice. She closes her eyes. Her face. The tears of laughter. How traumatic. You should file a complaint. File a complaint? Yes, with the Bureau of Shrinks or whatever. She keeps an eye on you. No shit! No, I don't think so. File a complaint? What a horrendous idea. I understand why she burst out laughing. I mean, I know that. She points to her face and mouth. I know it's not easy to handle. I know it shocks people. She shakes her head. The other day at the supermarket, I said to the woman at the checkout, the word... She raises her shoulders and is red with shame. The other word for a woman's chest starts with a T. Tits? She furrows her brow. Yes, but it doesn't give you a free pass to say it. She can't help but smile. I must confess that it was funny. The look on her face when I said the word. She lets out a giggle. You screamed cunt at me. Titties! Tits, the new swear. You've almost reached your destination. Maybe I should call her back. Who? Ho ho ho! Where's Shrink, as you put it? She was a big help. 6 months ago, it was much worse. You swallow uncomfortably and prefer not to picture what it must have been like. You pull up you pull up in front of your passenger's building. She pays her fare but doesn't get out right away. It's silly, actually. Syphilis! When I'm angry, I don't curse at all. Maybe I should be more angry more often. If it makes you feel better, get mad. She smiles shyly. Have a good evening, sir. Ho! She waves and gets out of the taxi. As for her perfume, it lingers there in the cab. You air out for a moment before driving away. Fucking she tips like a goddess. Oh. Oh. I love, it fills up your fuel so you can't run out of fuel while you pick him up. Alright. Alright, we'll see if Ludwig's right now. Hopefully he don't kill me, Ludwig. I swear to God. I swear to God. You better not bloody kill me. You better not kill me, Ludwig, I swear. I'll be super pissy. Ludwig wants you to die to join him. If I die and Ludwig appears and he's like, friends? I'm like, yeah, alright. We'll be friends, why not? Let's get in some taxis. I'm gonna need your services. Alright. Oh shit, the dramatic music. It makes me feel weird. Pull up to the sidewalk and wait for the suspect to exit the building. Let's go fuck with some of the taxi drivers.
Friends? Friends with my baseball bat?
Alright, Ludwig, calm down. It's a hotel, not a very nice one. Heavy bars protect their windows. Not that they need to, it doesn't look like they open. They must have come here after the fire. How many other survivors have been living in here, sleeping for months on end? The back door opens and your passenger sits down. St. Louis Hospital, please. He's been drinking. The stench of booze settles in your cab. You nod and start driving. You ride along and your passenger doesn't look at you. He seems preoccupied, distracted by something outside. You're pretty sure the suspect doesn't recognise you, he's barely looking at you. You'd love to be able to read his mind, to understand how he got to this point. How he can kill someone methodically in cold blood. It looks like a nice grandfatherly type. What if he's not the guy? Just that will make you pay. You almost jump at the sound of his voice. Change of plans. I need to go to 122 Rue de la Bataille. Raise an eyebrow. Understood. At the intersection, you change directions and drive away from the meeting point with the police. How can you fix this? Maybe you can drop your passenger off and then call Bassett to explain? You might try to escape. What's he doing on Rue de la Bataille? It's a posh neighbourhood with a theatre, shops and building offices. You clench your gut. There's something else on Rue de la Bataille. Aren't the Groupe de Mont's headquarters somewhere nearby? Groupe de Mont, the company who was responsible for the fire? There's no way it's a coincidence. Not a chance. He's looking at me! He's looking at me! Not a chance. You raise your eye and look in the rearview mirror and cross your passenger's gaze. Everything alright? His voice is clear, crystal clear. No the slightest alcoholic slur. You sober up fast. He grins. Clever. Good observation skills. I like those qualities. His voice is different. His words, his way of speaking, something has changed. You've almost reached your destination. You tense up. I'm quite bothered. I'm worried about you, my friend. You freeze. You haven't slept much this week. He was in my house. You don't dare turn around. I think you've gotten a little too involved in this investigation. Why don't we make a deal? You tell me what you know and what they're planning tonight, and I'll let you live. A weapon comes out. You don't know where it came from, but it's pointing right at you. One sign, one move, and you disappear, understood? You nod very slowly. Who do you work for? You just got some royal place. Save me, Ludwig! Ludwig! Maybe I just shout Ludwig. Ghost appears.
Goodbye, friend!
Fades away. Oh my god! Who do I work for? Do I tell him the name of my taxi company? It's like Ludwig is his son. Ludwig's from like the 1800s. What do you mean? Maybe he's lying. He lost his grandson in the fire. Oh, fuck me. The cops. He shakes his head in disappointment. That's what I thought. Why you? As he says that, he freezes. You're the cab driver I shot, aren't you? You turn and nod. You come closer to the aggressor gave you. I'm sorry. You surprised me. I panicked. I didn't mean to. What do they want from me? The cops. I suppose all that. The call from the hospital in the middle of the night was a trap. His voice seems so soft. He sense you have to play the honesty card with him. Be straight. They want a confession. A confession? Car's bugged. He grins. Then why are you telling me all this? I could kill you and... You're not a murderer. Not a murderer. You kill for very specific reasons. I've done nothing to hurt you. He pauses, watches you, with a smirk on his face. You are strange. I'm realistic. You sense his body suddenly relax. Very well. You start driving. Must wonder what you're doing. A drop of sweat drips down your spine. Listen very careful to what I'm going to say. I have no regrets, not one. Not for any of my victims. Each and every one deserved to die. They lied. They turned a blind eye. They caused the death of more than 80 people. And for what? For money? I know. Good, you get it. He adjusts his posture. A mere detail, perhaps. But you notice it. His weapon is still right there. When he starts speaking again, his voice is slower. He suddenly got 10 years old. I broke into your place, you know. I saw your wall, your files. There were two probabilities. Either you work for the cops or for the Demon. But I figured the Demon group could afford to hire a private detective. And I saw you sticking your nose into things left and right. Each time I moved forward, there you were, sniffing around. I need to know more about you. He freezes, shaking. You must think I'm a little nuts, right? He doesn't wait for a reply. I started killing because no one was doing anything. That journalist sold out Demon. The City Hall woman, rotten to the core. That son of a bitch arsonist. I'm sure he's the one who set the fire to the Albatross. Even the old guy, who is just a stockholder like any other, willing to do whatever it takes to make a few more thousand. His voice becomes screechy. Now let me ask you, what was it to him? He was already a millionaire. My life doesn't change when I find a penny in the gutter, does it? He didn't manage his own money. That almost makes him all the more guilty, really. He raises his voice like he was getting ready to make a speech. He deserved to die. You nod. This is no moment to disagree. I was a soldier, you know. You were? Yes. You probably know that already, though. You checked up on me. It didn't say you were a soldier. Indochina. I was barely 20. They gave me a rifle and some bullets. They pointed to 3 guys in a field and said, those are our enemies, you have to kill them. So I killed them. He pauses. He watched a woman walk in outside. She's completely unaware. When I understood they were, when I discovered that we were fighting what we were fighting for, it was too late. When I came back to France, I was treated like shit. No one gave a damn about us. Gagged on his own words. What happens if I run right now? They'll arrest me instead. Is that you helping them? Yeah. You must have done something shady. You done time? Tell the truth. Yeah. Something major, I suppose. He shrugs. You seem like a good guy. I couldn't care less what you did. He sits in thought for a while, shaking his gun. It would bother hell of me if you went to jail for me, really. Play the guilt. Guilt him! Guilt him! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! I'm a murderer and I'll do it again! Pew 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 pew! I set fire to your son's building! Ha 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 ha! You're not far now. The next street on the right, the old man clears his throat. I, Alexander Elric, confess to the murder of Jean, Burton, Sunder Rolton, Alexander, and Herding. I work alone, no accomplices, no outside help. I gave them an aesthetic I use in India. While they were suffocating, I talked to them. I went through the list of all the horrible, cruel acts that contributed to the Albatross fire. That was my motive: to seek revenge for the death of my grandson and dozens of other victims. Nothing personal, just justice. He pauses, sniffles, and leans over to you. You think that'll do? You nod. I see the rearview mirror that the weapon has disappeared. Good. It's funny. I feel peaceful, much more than I imagined. Thank you. What's your name? Just as you say it, you turn into the alleyway. Headlights from the police flood your cab with a bright light. Another car comes to block you in. A voice on the megaphone asks you to get out of the taxi. My grandson had a neighbour with the same name. He died in the fire too. What a short, sad life. Like all lives, I guess, right? He smiles. Nice mess, huh? The lieutenant manages to fit twice as much cynicism in her uniform voice. The cops have only just allowed you back into your taxi after taking Alexander away in the squad car. He's telling us everything now. Every detail of every crime. It's terrifying. A real nice mess. I've run into some crazy criminals on the job, but he's among the top 3. Really? Yeah, seriously. You can't imagine how boring this job is. 99% of the time, it's about money, or a violent, jealous husband, or a divorce. Anyway, you get why I'm still a single lady. She giggles, and you almost want to like her. But him, the Sandman, he's convinced he's a hero. He's incapable of understanding the seriousness of his crimes. He thinks he's Robin Hood. I mean, you weren't doing anything about, fuck for that, I know, right? Nobody was doing out about the fact that his grandson was killed, that 80 people were killed in a fire. Nobody was doing fuck all about that. What do you think? I'm surprised there's not more. I'm surprised not every single survivor is going around killing people. No one's done anything about it. There's a business that's just profited off the murder of 80 people. Anyway, you did good this case. I must admit I'm a bit surprised. He didn't die! He didn't die! I got him to confess. I mean, we need to fuck her. Oh, right. But also, fuck her, she's a bitch. Impressed even. Listen, you're no longer needed here. We got the tape, we have your statement. We even have his hours and hours worth. enough to publish 3 full volumes. The cop flicks away an imaginary ball of fuzz on her leg. She throws the fuzz somewhere in your taxi. Sick. Great, thanks. Actually, if you could kindly get the hell out of here as soon as possible. Don't leave the country, obviously. I need you to be available if I have questions. But I no longer consider you a suspect. You're free to go. Oh, thanks. And what's the magic word? Go fuck yourself. She's naked before getting out of the car. You remain completely still, consumed with anger and exhaustion. The cop waves for you to back up. You start the taxi and pull out the alleyway. Flashing lights, the cops, it all vanishes quickly. You speed through Paris, not a soul on the road. Without warning, without wanting to, you think about Alexandra's grandson. Crazy how you're a single lady. I'm a single guy. Smooth as fuck. Damn, we didn't leave this time? Weird. Normally we leave. The last 2 times we left and I've had to be like, no, go back, drive your taxi. The first time I was like, no, go back, drive your taxi. And then the last time I called the chef. One of the suspects had dinner wheels and then banged her. Oh, did it happen after the credits? I guess we left as we saw some guy kill himself. Next we saw the chick be killed. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I guess maybe that had a negative effect on us. We saw a crazy Jesus girl be killed the second time. The first time the guy shot himself. Time is just end. Time for me to head to bed. Understandable. I'm going to head to bed as soon as these credits finish. Unless I can click through it. Oh, I can. Look at that. I can speed it up. Oh my god. Good. I've seen these credits 3 times now. Oh! There we go. The sun is about to come up. You drove all night long with your window open. You're so tired your chest is tight and your eyes are heavy, but you can't stop. Not now. You're going to run out of gas soon. The light went on about 20 kilometres back. You're somewhere near Normandy. You pull up over the shoulder and get out. There's almost no traffic. You step up over the the guide rails and adjust to the colourful bleak dawn. Oh, the sun will soon rise over the horizon. You get your phone out and dial a number. It doesn't ring, direct to voicemail. A deep voice asks you to leave a message after the beep. Hey, I wanted to. You catch your breath. When Aid told me she'd held onto your phone just to hear the sound of your voice, I thought it was stupid. But now, the sun is slowly rising, and its colours are flooding landscape. Bare underbrush and a tiny village lost in the fog of the distance, a hilltop sparkling with dew. The view seems alien to you. I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to redeem myself. Thanks. The word disgusts you, but it's too late. Thanks to you I did something important. I mean, I think, who knows? Silence, your head is spinning, you haven't spoken to your brother in years. Well, in a manner of speaking, you grin. The kids are good. They grow up so fast. Aid shows me pictures sometimes, but I never go inside the house. It would be too complicated for everyone. But they're doing well. They look a lot like Dad, at least I think. He paused. A truck flies by just meters from you. I thought when it was all over, I thought I'd be able to get some decent sleep. Close my eyes and sleep. Really sleep, finally. But sleeping, it's just a break. It doesn't put an end to it. It all starts up again as soon as a voice cuts you off. Answering machine. You have reached the maximum limit, please. You hang up the phone. What should I do now? There's a broken fence in front, leading to a small footpath into the woods. Behind you is the highway. This time we disappear. You start walking. Oh. With quick hands, almost mechanically, you toss your phone to the left and your car keys to the right. Take it. With each step you take, you feel lighter. You feel freer. Just a few more steps and you disappear into the woods. The trees slowly part like they're letting you through. There's got to be something for you out there. We'll leave it all behind us. We'll leave it all behind us. There we go. We've solved all 3 cases. We've solved all 3 cases. And now we can start doing free mode. And we can learn everything. We're going to save the future. We're going to save the future. Ludwig saved us. Ludwig literally saved us. Oh my god. Ludwig, what a hero. What a hero Ludwig is. We couldn't have done it without Ludwig. We couldn't have done it without Ludwig, could we?